Ho-ho. Shout! Ah!
Right. On that note, should we get into some Ace Attorney?
Yes,
Let's. So we're hoping that, yeah, because I can't remember rightly where we were.
Right.
Okay,
So-
yeah. Because we had kind of been doing the investigation for a lot of the stream on Tuesday. So we're only just starting to get Jigoku's testimony.
And we're going to hear from Jikoku about the assassin exchange.
Yay! What an excellent use of government money.
Alex, before we begin, before we,
Yes.
totally unrelated, specifically a question for Alex. Alex, you know the stickers that you wonderfully gave us at our gathering, July? Oh, don't worry, I found the answer. It's fine. Oh,
What
I
was
put
the
the wrong.
question going to be?
I was going to say, you know the stickers. How do you? Are they? Is there just a back that you peel off to
Yes,
put the
they're
sticker
very
on?
difficult. It's
And
very
the
difficult.
answer is yes. But in all that time, I finally found the moment where I could do it, and then I immediately chucked the sticker on the floor and was left in my hand the back of the sticker.
Oh no.
So now it's a slightly fluffy sticker because this is a carpet. So disappointing for me, but we can move on, and I will now be Mr. Assassin Exchange.
Yes, that's your full name.
That is my full name.
All right, let's hear the Japanese Scottish judges' testimony in the English courtroom.
It's true. It's true that Kazuma Ryunosuke was assigned the assassination mission 1 year ago now. The target was Inspector T. Gregson. That was a condition of the British study tour. However, in the end, I've lost the piece of plastic. There it is. Something happened that meant the young man was unable to carry out his mission. Namely,
Holy vague statement, Batman.
something happened. On the evening in question, a member of the crew was on duty outside my cabin at all times to make sure I wasn't murdered. If there had been a shot fired, the crewman would have heard it. So clearly, I can't be involved.
That smells like a bunch of baloney. A whole bunch of bullshit.
So you admit it then, as this communication suggests. There really was an assassin exchange arrangement between Britain and Japan.
My little snail. Sorry, continue. A political endeavour at the highest levels. Not something I can discuss here with you plebs.
To use such a worthy practice as foreign study to coerce someone to get somebody
To commit murder. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
After a grand start.
Well, start as you mean to go on, eh?
It's the most appalling thing I've ever heard.
I mean, that's categorically not true, Sasata. Surely you have heard worse things in your life. Anyway, well, it's easy to judge if you're trained in the art of being a QC.
Pardon?
Sogi had a reason for taking his sword to that British inspector, you know.
We already know.
Ryunosuke, we know why. Why are you acting so surprised?
You fucking imbecile, Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke, Naruhodo. You fucking idiots. Which is why he accepted the mission in the first place. Isn't that right, Council? Don't know what the accent just did there, but, I'll get over it. Yeah, Council, explain yourself. You twat.
Kazuma-sama?
It's fine. The stuttering lent itself to the statement.
Judge Jigoku, if
Yes,
you
dear.
are the mastermind behind this operation in Japan, you almost make me break you, motherfucker.
Yes. Yes.
Then tell the court the identity of your counterpart in Britain.
Seems unnecessary. Well, unfortunately, he's in the courtroom just like everybody else involved in this dogshit
He's
trial.
behind you.
He is. Every single person involved in this is somehow in this room, apart from the people who are dead, obviously.
That, but unironically. Like, they literally are.
They literally are, yeah. I am not obliged to divulge that information.
He's disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
Means
Means no.
Means no.
As I said yesterday, I've killed nobody.
I don't.
You think that-
believe you.
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit, mate.
I freely admit that I accepted the mission, but on the night of... I'm on a lot of painkillers, excuse me.
We're proud of
But on the
you.
Thanks. But on the night the plan was to be executed, I backed out.
Coward.
In short, this assassin exchange had this... Oh my god.
It's fine. It's fine.
It is fine.
In short,
It's
this assassin exchange that the defense has identified as unrelated in the events of this case.
Unrelated. Motherfucker, we found a fragment of your sword in Gregson's fucking suitcase.
Yeah, you've definitely attempted to kill him.
Unrelated.
Darling.
I didn't kill anyone. Mm-hmm.
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 The crucial point
My
is this.
These strawberries are really good.
Crucial.
Your police inspector can't have perished aboard that steamship in Dunkirk.
Yes, you could have.
Because if you've been shot in the cabin, it's inconceivable that a member of the crew... What is this accent doing? We're slipping over the Irish Sea. Fuck me. We're in Derry now. Scotland. Because if it had been shot in the cabin, it's inconceivable that a member of the crew wouldn't have heard it. Nope, it's
Funny
still
you
safe.
should mention that.
What about the alarm?
What
Nino,
about the
Nino,
fucking-
Nino.
What about
The-
the fucking blanket
yeah.
shoved into the listening pipe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
the what was it? The period where all the crew had to be on deck for an emergency. Drill?
Yes, that too.
Yep, and also the fucking bullet hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these are good points,
Is it-
but I think it's important. I think the crucial point is no, it didn't happen.
That's
Actually.
right. Gregson was killed after returning to London, in the room on Fresno Street. And the perpetrator of the crime was the Reaper, Baroque Van Seeks.
How did he?
Oh,
even-
can you you're so obsessed with him? Oh my god, get over it.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can cross running water.
This is true. This is the real reason that
that is one of the more niche
Hairbrain.
vampire jokes I've heard, and I love it.
It is.
the real reason that Hairbrain survived is because he crossed the channel.
The prosecution's accusations remain unchanged.
Yeah, obviously, bastard. You pretty little prick.
Oh shit! I forgot you were there.
Yes. Why do I have so much comics? I will take the full one, obviously. To think that a seemingly innocent foreign exchange program was a facade for such Machiavellian dealings.
Oh yeah, to think.
Clearly,
So
it's a plot
surprising.
only a government minister and high-ranking judge such as the witness could hope to execute. Yes, a
him.
government
No one
minister,
else. No one else,
Mr.
just him.
Mr. Dude. Well, I seem to recall that it was someone on the British side who controlled everything.
No honor amongst thieves, eh?
Strong hearts. Yeah, wee bastard. Be that as it may, it is not the place of this court to pursue this villainous assassin exchange plot. We are concerned only with the tangible events pertaining to the murder of Inspector Gregson. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ah, is the defense clear on that point, counsel? How do you do this in an RP accent? Counsel.
Counsel.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Didn't you have a really large stick up your bum?
I mean, I spend a lot of time fantasizing that, so I mean, it's not going to do much good, to be honest.
It's just a lot of
Settle.
roundabout.
It's very early for this, guys.
We're not past the watershed yet.
3
Not gonna
minutes
not
to go.
break. We've got 3 minutes.
Yes, my lord. I'll keep that in mind as I cross-examine the witness. Right, I'm immediately zeroing in on that third statement.
Go for it.
The third one.
Something happened. Heavy quote marks.
Oh, for sure.
Can you fucking elaborate on that, my dude?
Probably not. He's probably just going to be more of a bitch.
I presume you're referring to the incident that occurred during Kazuma's passage to Britain in January.
You know, when
The
I
awful
fucking
tragedy
died.
that took place on the steamship.
I see.
Oh, what do I need? Do I need this HDMI cable?
I don't know, do you?
I don't. Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't know why that. Like, I don't think I need to take my Switch dock, do I? That's just a massive thing to carry around. Oh, that defeats the point. Come here, Switch. You and I have got to go next door. Cool. Word arrived at the ministry some 2 weeks after the ship's departure from our shores. The visiting student had been killed, but his body had somehow gone missing in Hong Kong. Those Chinese bastards.
Wow.
It's not even racism. They've just always been bastards. To the Japanese.
I
We've been
feel, I
bastards
feel
back.
This is true. This is true.
this is true. But then the Japanese have always been bastards to the
I
Koreans.
was gonna say, we've all been bastards. The Chinese and the Japanese have just always been bastards to each other and to the Koreans. And there's no winning. Everyone is a loser in conflict. The news was wired to me from a detective I'd placed on the ship to accompany the assassin. Of course, that's what a detective normally does, accompany assassins.
All coming together.
Obviously, Kazuma didn't die at all. But he did with his memory, including all details about his special mission.
Yeah, convenient, ain't it?
Yeah, you twats. Ruined my plan. Ruined it. Did you not consider dispatching another assassin at that point? That point?
That's very
Point.
good. Oh, that was really good.
Thank you. I have not been practicing.
To be fair, I was in the shower yesterday and I was practicing my Edgeworth voice.
Getting ready, Alex. Getting prepped.
I was just in the shower going, "My name is Miles Edgeworth and I've never felt an emotion in my life."
20
It's so
times every
silky.
morning.
It's so silky.
He just looks
I love
himself in the mirror and he always says it.
just needs a little more convincing. You know, more conviction, Edgeworth. More conviction. How are you supposed to light a candle that's so deep in its jar the flame doesn't stay alight from oxygen deprivation?
That
Oh, I found
normally
it.
means, yeah.
the result is you hold it with one hand instead of holding the lighter and the jar in one hand. You hold it with 2 hands.
You got it. Mm.
Ow, it's really hot though. Ow. That wasn't possible. Simply because that black-haired young student over there had already put himself forward as a Sugi's replacement. Yeah, didn't even wait till the body was cold, did ya? and there was no way to stop him from reaching Britain. Except you could have had him murdered in France, couldn't you?
Yep, no jurisdiction in France.
Would you please set fire? My hands were completely tied. I don't know what this accent has become. It's now sort of like cheery middle class farmer instead of.
It is fighting you at every turn.
It really is. It's not going well. It's not going well. Ah, dear, oh dear.
So, Mr. Shrooms. So, Mr.
Yeah, please
Shrooms.
move on from me. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's like being in the fucking classroom again. Jesus.
Listen, we just want you to feel prepared for tomorrow. And really unrecovered from today.
I appreciate that immensely.
I think that was the sound of my sarcasm meter breaking.
So, Mr. Shrooms' strategy worked perfectly.
He predicted everything that would happen.
He's been secretly competent this entire time.
I'm
Really,
still not
really
over that, by
irritating.
the way.
Somehow more annoying than if he had actually just been a bit stupid the whole time.
I mean, it's very in the character of Sholmes to keep up a long con for this long.
It really is, yeah.
Months later, my memory returned. But I never intended to go through with the assassination mission anyway.
So you were playing me right for the outside. Outside? Outsit, were you? Is that it?
Looks like it's hard. I'd sooner be guilty of that crime than of taking someone else's life.
The youth of today.
I was prepared to do whatever I had to in order to get myself here to Britain.
Except kill a man.
Except kill a man. That's where I draw the line.
Unless that man is the person who got my father.
I will kill
Executed.
one man. One man, no more.
No more, no less.
Just the one.
Just the one. Just
You
one
can't kill.
specific one.
You can't kill less than one man.
I can. I
I
can
can kill
no
half a
man.
man.
You can't kill half.
What if they're just really short? You don't know.
They're just really short.
So you're implying that short people aren't full men?
They're like, I killed a 9-year-old and that's half a man, right?
You're implying a full. You're implying an 18-year-old is a full man?
No, let's not go into child murder on the stream, please.
Let's
also
also
not
Sorry.
get into child murder as a means of arithmetic.
It's the only time it's funny. It's the only time it's funny.
Murder mom, girl mom.
Yeah, that's not. I think if you kill a 9-year-old, you still go to prison. Oh, it wasn't a full man.
Wasn't
What's
a
the
full
full
man.
man?
It was just a 9-year.
It's just a 9-year-old. I mean, what's the deal? What's the problem? I don't understand.
I'm
so confused right now.
I really worry.
Oh my god.
If anyone listening is deeply affected by any of the things we brought up here,
You can visit Childline on 0800 00 1414. Fuck you. And
I don't know whether they hit the mainstream with some of these jokes.
oh no. Okay,
I
so
think Strongheart's right, honestly.
This this line of questioning has gone on long enough. Stop
I
talking about
agree.
child murder, please.
Please. Christ.
Please.
Have you tried kill all the poor?
Yes, sorry. A far more appropriate form of murder is to murder the monetarily disadvantaged. Right. All that the court should be concerned about in testimony given by this witness are details relating to his relationship with Inspector Griggs and the victim's murder.
Murder. I love how you say that.
Murder. Mr. Potter.
Mel.
Mr. Porter! Mr. Porter!
Mr. Potter.
Mr.
Mr. Potter.
Porter! Weasley!
Puh.
Pah.
Sorry, that was very sour blueberry.
Disgusting.
Ew.
What? In that case... Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry.
You alright?
Yeah, there's a nerve pinching in my hip.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Do some
Imagine that, like, your entire
Imagine that.
time.
Yep. As I've already made perfectly clear, I had no connection to the man or his death, even if I wanted to very, very much.
Cool.
And you have some means of substantiating this plea?
Currently.
And two. Okay, yeah. So present the to that. The notice
Yeah,
about the
The
thing.
notice about
The notice about the training drill.
The drill.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah. Because.
At all times. No.
Yes. 20 minutes.
You're a
I
big,
swear,
you're a
that
big
was
lying liar.
Yes, as the court has heard, there was a crewman posted outside Judge Jigoku's cabin. However, we can be sure that contrary to the witness's claim, the guard wasn't there at all times.
Bum bum bum.
What?
I have here a notice of a particular event that was scheduled to take place aboard the steamship on the 31st.
Of course you do. What? What? Where did you get that?
It's evidence gathered by Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, can't trust that bastard.
You were acquainted yesterday, if you remember.
Yeah, it was a shame. Didn't enjoy a second of it. I discovered he's been
Angie, what are those hands doing?
Herlock Sholmes again.
According to this itinerary, after leaving the port of Dunkirk at exactly 10 p.m. and for a period of 20 minutes, all crewmen of the SS Grouse were together on deck for an evacuation drill.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot what button was to talk.
The talking button.
All crewmen were away from their posts.
How dare they?
And during that 20-minute interval, of course,
That's more than enough time to shoot a guy.
any gunshots emanating from your cabin would have been heard by no one.
We didn't actually consider that as a.
More than enough time to
We
shoot a guy.
didn't even consider that. Like we were all like, oh yeah, the thing's been stopped and there's the alarm, but no, they were just no one was there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that works too as well.
Oh. We're so smart and so stupid.
All times. At all times.
Found one of my old Doctor Who badges from the Doctor Who magazine.
Aww.
And this one says,
Oof, what a blast.
This one says, I'm the new Doctor, and it's got the old Doctor Who icon from when Matt Smith was the Doctor.
Aww,
Bless.
that's a
very-
relic.
Very cute.
That is a relic. My goodness.
Bless.
In summary, Judge Jigoku.
Yeah. What?
You had ample opportunity to commit the crime.
I've got ample something.
What?
Buns.
Ah.
Thank you, Kazuma, for interrupting that thought.
A 20-minute window of opportunity. That's an excellent find, Ryunosuke.
So I
But
will
I'm not for
immediately
nothing.
disprove it. Yeah, guess what, Ryunosuke? You
Why?
shit.
I love that Ryunosuke is asking the important questions here. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
why?
Hi.
I know it wasn't in response to our thing, but
Because the witness clearly stated in his testimony that the incident occurred in his cabin.
Oh
we're
my
just supposed
god.
to believe him, are we?
Wow.
He said so.
Someone lying in court?
No, he
In
said
Ace
so.
Attorney?
No, he-
In
he
this
said
day and
so.
age.
Unless you have
What?
some decisive evidence that can show the testimony to be false.
I mean, you just said it was
Your
true. That,
accusation is
that
nothing
works for
more
me.
than conjecture.
Sorry. Oh. Very true. Well, comes. Well, cancel.
Cancel.
Cancel. Cancel. Cancel.
Inspector Gregson was killed in Judge Jigoku's cabin that night. I'm certain. Because the defense has the evidence to prove it.
We do?
We do.
Heck!
I didn't actually
I
see it in the
think-
court record, but
We do. We know that he was there because we've got that little knob, the component.
Please do not present the knob in court.
Yahoy.
You
Yes,
may
this
present
is
a knob,
in-
just not the
this is
knob.
in-
Knob! Present the fucking knob, Jesus Christ.
Get on with it. God's sake. Sorry, you'll
Anyway,
present
because-
evidence for the defense once, Kent.
Because it fits on top of the pocket watch, we've got like
Yes.
actual proof that Gregson was there. so-
Oh wait,
What proof? What? What?
do we need to examine it and put it on there?
Didn't we do that?
No, we already have.
We already. Okay. All right. Good.
We did that. We did
Oh,
that
we
last
did.
time.
It says so.
We-
This
we
game's
made a
got us
we made
before.
a point of we made a point of doing that last stream.
This
Yeah,
game has got
as
us
soon
before
as-
with that.
As soon as we've got it, we were like, we're examining this.
Now let's
bad
actually
boy.
examine this before it tries to pull the fast one on us.
I swear to God, the only time I've ever lost like lives or had penalties in Ace Attorney is because I've not
Oh, it's-
examined a piece of really obvious evidence to like.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's when
so
you've
annoying.
gone ahead of where the game thinks you should
Oh,
be.
it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's like, thanks, you penalised me for being too
Definitely the
smart.
way.
I was
Just
right
like-
I'm
though.
Just
literally
like me.
smarter than you.
Just like the British education system.
Oh no.
Judge Jigoku, this was found in your cabin yesterday.
Oh, Judge Jigoku. Been looking at knobs again, have you?
Well, it's got to be a new record at this point.
What is that? The crown of a pocket watch? I don't see how that's relevant to anything at all, ever.
He doesn't
Oh,
seem
shit.
to think so.
A pocket watch? Shit.
And if you will observe, the victim's pocket watch, which we know he treasured,
And it's missing.
is missing precisely that part.
It can't be.
It can, and it most certainly is. Moreover, this crown is a perfect fit on the spindle protruding from the victim's watch.
To say this, I disagree. On what grounds, you ask? None of your business.
Now, the fact that this was retrieved from Judge Jigoku's cabin tells us that the victim's watch almost certainly broke there.
In Scottish.
In other words, the victim was killed on the 31st during the 20-minute evacuation drill in the cabin occupied by you, Judge Jigoku.
Dun dun dun.
Sounds fake.
Break, motherfucker! Break!
No, I refuse. Well, you raise a sharp punch, you young murderer.
Objection.
I'm not a murderer. Objection. I'm an innocent boy.
Remembered. Ryunosuke.
What are you
I've
actually
got a sound.
objecting to?
Your argument sounds entirely plausible.
You really like that phrase, Kazuma. It's entirely
does.
plausible. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Aaron,
But
I just found
rather
your
like
Christmas. Just found your Christmas present.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh?
Anyway,
What?
yeah, it's a shame, isn't it?
What?
Carry on.
Okay.
What?
It's wrapped and everything. Oh dear, oh dear.
Okay.
Sorry, please
Sure,
continue.
Well.
But rather like this pocket watch, it's full of cracks.
Full of what?
Oh, cracks, knobs. It's a
What?
fucking riot
No.
over here.
Full of knobs.
No.
You say no, but it's in the text.
Rexon was full of crack?
Gregson was full
Yes,
of crack.
that's exactly what I meant. Fucking morons.
He lost and he lost his knob. I mean, a night out.
And I believe Judge Jikoku feels the same way.
Yes.
Yes, well, he's a witness that you're incriminating. We're implying killed a man, so obviously he's not going to be like, oh no, I think the defense is perfectly correct.
Oh dear.
Actually, that's a damn good point the defense is making. I must be guilty.
Yeah,
Oh damn. Yes.
I was wrong to acquit you early in the year because you've become a fucking plague.
Sorry.
If I'd known that would result in anyone having to listen to this drivel. Wow. Cold. I would have declared you guilty just to spare the world, you ridiculous bombast.
Well, that means we're right, doesn't it?
Yep.
You know, you people keep on saying about how what I've just said is ridiculous, and yet you're not saying why it's ridiculous.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah,
making
that
a
would be a step too far to be ridiculous. Let's talk about being ridiculous a bit more.
It's ridiculous.
I think it's clear. That the witness will have to give further testimony.
Will they?
Do I want to know though?
When you hear what actually happened in my cabin that night, with the cracks and the knob, you'll notice the pitfall into which you've stumbled. Oh,
I'm not
wrong
seeing it
way.
in a minute.
Oh, fuck me. Prior to your renewed testimony, I would like to clarify one point. In fact, this part of the victim's pocket watch was
Which?
was discovered in your cabin. But what? Means that you acknowledge he was there, I presume. Yes, I do. I do. Very well then. I pronounce you husband and husband. Ridiculous. You may proceed to give your formal testimony. I'm annoyed to find all the good tampons in this box. About what exactly happened in your cabin aboard the ship on the evening of 31st October. Of to say 31st October, not 31st of October. This is America.
Spooky.
Spooky day.
Of course. As a man of the law, I have no intention of obstructing justice.
How you can sit there and so confidently say that?
What, when
That's
I've
a
just spent
fucking lie.
quite a while obstructing
Is
justice.
admirable.
Holy fuck!
I love obstruct. I'm a man of the law, but I love obstructing justice. It's my favorite way.
Kickstarter.
My favorite way to celebrate the law is by breaking and obstructing the law.
Woo!
I really love that the law is full of holes. I had a guest waiting for me when I returned to my cabin after finishing my evening meal in the dining room. When I walked through the door, a mustachioed Englishman was there, foolishly waving a gun at me. Foolishly.
So I killed him.
So soon to take care of him with an upon self-throw, though. Sorry.
Yeah, you murdered him.
Upon throw, though. He couldn't wait to run away after that.
Murdered.
What? No. Who are you talking about? I imagine his watch was broken when I threw him over my shoulder. Yeah, it's nothing to do with this matter.
Okay. A lot of that was very sus.
The inspector was clearly killed having returned to Britain. Because his body was found in London. Pay attention to location when it comes to murder.
I've not seen location for ages.
I don't. Does it still exist?
Yeah.
I think so.
Did they take it off Italy on the way?
Upon say. A common jujutsu martial arts technique in my country. We perform it in kilts. I was careful not to use too much force, but the man obviously landed too heavily for his watch to take.
Oh, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Full name.
I imagine you can see the flaw in your logic now, can you?
No.
What?
No.
No.
In the main point of contention.
The fact that that pocket watch was broken in the witness's cabin in no way proves the victim's murder took place there.
Oh, go fuck
Oh, for
yourself.
God's sake.
I've no doubt the inspector intended to kill me. But he didn't manage to pull the trigger.
Yes, because he was merely the tactician, not the Reaper's hand of death.
Hand of death.
Does it now?
Well, who am I? Well, the testimony appears to make perfect sense as far as I can tell.
Some bullshit.
Let me express my deep gratitude for your understanding, my lord. Thank God you're not like these bastards.
Ooh.
But if his testimony holds, Judge Shikoku will be deemed to have had no involvement in the case.
Yeah, correctly so. I haven't had any involvement in the case. I'm an innocent bystander.
Mm-hmm.
Well, counsellor, General, counsellor. I really see no reason for wasting precious court time here on a cross-examination. Unfortunately, slap.
Sorry, my lord. The defense has a right to cross-examine, and I don't intend to squander that.
Yes.
Good boy. You're an embarrassment to your countrymen. Not knowing when you're beaten.
No,
Can you
no,
just...
that's
Do you know what?
that's like the epitome of Japanese culture. Never surrendering.
It really is. Also, Jigoku, I really quite liked you. When
Oh
we
yeah,
met you in Japan.
famously easy.
Oh yeah, they're
famously
just like a
easy
walkover.
to
Bloody walkover.
make the Japanese surrender. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. In that case, that's not the what? Who? In that case. In that case. Proceed, Mr. Naruhodo.
Do you want me to take over one of these?
Please! Oh my
characters?
god, someone please help me!
If you want, I'll take over Strongheart for a bit, just because
I am
you
talking
you seem to
so
be
much.
struggling.
Yes, that
It's
is
because
true.
I'm still trying to pack. So I'm sort of doing it one-handed with my phone in my
I'm happy to take over Strongheart for a bit. if you like.
please be Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon villain of the week. Oh, please.
In that case, proceed, Mr. Naruhodo.
Very good. Beautiful. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
So you gotta speak again now. So I'm not really done much for you.
I don't care, it helps. What's
What,
this?
what are we thinking here?
I can't convincingly do a Scottish accent, so I'm sorry.
that is a-okay. Oh, maybe I want this cable instead. Oh.
Wes waiting for me, blah 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 blah, mustachioed Englishman, blah blah blah, soon took care of him, blah blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Nothing to do with his
I
murder.
think the main point he's
Sorry.
making.
Okay.
Actor clearly killed.
Well, that's the last
Can we press that, please?
Yeah, because that's been the whole point of contention of
Yeah,
our case, is that he
because-
wasn't
Yeah, exactly.
killed in London.
And I reckon we can do something with that ice box.
He wasn't killed in fucking London, mate.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
That'll teach you to eat something.
It's nearly the time for me to feed the cats, so I might have to pause and be back in a few minutes.
Oh, yes, it is.
So BRB, guys.
Cat time.
Otherwise, they're gonna get really annoying.
Yeah, like, if he was killed aboard that steamship, how did he end up in London? You know, you can't really.
In trunk.
In trunk.
In what? In
the trunk.
In a trunk.
Oh, like. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
that makes
right.
sense.
Let's make a point here, shall we?
Yes.
Consider where we found Jigoku.
In a trunk.
He was in his.
It
In a trunk.
Wasn't
Yeah.
It rather
Oh, so-
quickly proves, I think, that fitting a
Gregson-
man of Gregson's size into that trunk would have been very doable.
he? Yes.
Yeah.
Shikoku is very big as well.
He is
exactly
Bigger
my
than
point.
Gregson
A
even.
large man.
He's a large man, indeed.
Indeed.
Oh, you know, it's so freeing to just throw things at shit sometimes.
Must learn to let go.
I should also make the point to consider that he is a government minister.
Mhm.
He is. Yeah. He is. Yeah. I said that when that
They
line
wouldn't-
came up. I was like you are a government minister. You are.
Yeah,
He
there's
wouldn't
no
have
need
had
for
his
him to
luggage
double baggage
searched.
thing now.
Oh, he
wait.
wouldn't have had his diplomatic
Hang on.
immunity.
When
hmm
when they first arrived, Mikitoba and Jikogu, and they were talking to Ryunosuke.
Yep.
Mikitoba was complaining about the checks, and he said, "Oh, Jikoku just breezed through them all." Like, he didn't
Yeah,
get searched
well
at all.
remembered. YouTube. Ooh, crushing it.
Also, I feel slightly bad because the case was like right there.
Actually
No
have
wonder
that
Casima
case.
stabbed it. Who do you reckon he thought was in it when he
Gregson's
stabbed it?
trunk. And this is Gregson's trunk that was stabbed, which I don't think is big enough to fit a man in.
No,
Oh, okay, fine.
it wouldn't have been
Fine,
Gregson's
fine.
trunk anyway.
It would have been Jikoku's.
It would have been
Yeah,
Jikoku's,
there's
exactly.
stuff in there.
Yeah, this is way too small to fit a person.
I don't really have Jikoku's trunk in evidence.
You say that now. Just you wait. Ow.
What this?
Yep. And look what's there! Right in front of them. How convenient.
Look, a trunk. Containing the dead
God.
body of a man.
Do
A real live man.
you know what I love about this picture? I love how you can see the little bead of sweat on Ryunosuke's face.
This poor
Yeah.
lad.
As he's
This
trying
poor
so
lad.
hard to keep a stoic appearance.
He is really trying, isn't he?
I like that
Bless him.
Mikoto's just like in the side on the side. He doesn't give a shit.
He's having a great time.
He's having a lovely time. Ryunosuke's like, I must appear serious. And then he just like from left to right, less and less serious by the person.
He, in fairness, he has a valid reason to not be serious because he has his daughter.
He's happy,
Well, yeah.
yeah, to see everyone again.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be happy. I'm just
Jikoku's like, I killed a man.
yeah. He's like,
There could very well be 5 people in this photo.
oh god.
That's a terrifying prospect.
It's true as well, isn't it? It's like 100% case.
I mean, why give it to us if not? You know, whenever Ace Attorney does that thing, it's like, oh, added this to the court record. It's like, did you now?
What
Did
did you do that for?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, indeed. Hmm. It's 19.
Who's 19?
That
Sandwich?
Glory.
Yeah, gory.
Ah, Courtney Side's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He lost his memory somehow. Thought you
Was he
were there,
perhaps
Ryunosuke.
smacked over the head?
Quite hard.
Quite hard. By something quite significant.
Love her efficient chips.
Oh, Gregson, my little buddy. Layers.
Who may have been involved in very nefarious dealings.
Oh, Gregson, my little buddy, you bitch. You potential bitch.
Potential bitch, indeed.
Oh, that needs to go. Aaron, I gotta send you this Christmas present, man.
I'm really quite touched.
What, that I got you a Christmas present and never sent it? I mean, this is what you've got, right? You've got a Christmas present that I really thought about based on conversation we'd had. And to be fair, it's entirely selfish, but it's still nice, I guess. And then, really nicely wrapped in pretty paper, and then I never sent it, which is basically the epitome. Like that, you could not come up with a better description of who I am as a person, which is I'll think really hard about things, and I'll make things really nice right up to the finish line, and then I won't walk over the finish line. And the worst thing is, I've seen you about 6 times since then, so I'd been plenty of opportunity to have given it to you in person, except I never remembered that I'd got it. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, so is it over a year old now?
No, it was from this Christmas just gone, I think.
Oh, so like 10 months old.
Yeah.
I am impressed. I really am. You know, if you wanna, I don't know. I don't mind. Whatever.
Oh, also, my mum said you're welcome to come off and see them anytime you want.
Oh, that's very sweet.
She's like, I know he won't, but very, very welcome.
I don't even have her contact details.
Oh, I'll give them to you. Just, I don't know, for fun.
Perfect.
Shits and giggles in it. Does anyone want some sedative?
Come up and get that. Oh, I'll have some sedatives as well.
Absolutely, please, for the love of God.
Actually, I think
there's definitely one person in this chat who can answer that question unironically.
If I could legally send you
Like, I
my
want
weed
to
and
see-
my sedatives, I would.
Please, for the love of God.
Unfortunately,
For
both of these
2
things are.
hours last night, so I did get a message from one of my work colleagues being like, have you tried edibles? And I'm like, I don't know where to fucking get them, Bex.
Yeah. Okay, right, we've just. Okay, goodbye to that. Goodbye to that. Goodbye to that. Yeah, if posting illegal drugs was a vaguely
Legal.
sensible thing to do, I would absolutely do it. Well, the thing is, right? It just takes, weed smells, even when you wrap it up. So
It does.
it's why
Oh, so
people
I'm
don't
told.
post it. It's just, so I'm told. So you're told. So you're told. Pretty sure I brought weed as a gift for your family once.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah, sorry. In case the police are listening in on this conversation, if somebody watches this stream back and is like, well, there was once potentially a gift in that household of an illegal substance. Sorry, my bad. Let me not get you into trouble.
No, I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, I don't,
It's fine. You just have to get back. When I get back, and you get back.
if I ever go up to Manchester again to see Ripley, Sarah and all that, I could get it en route and deliver
Oh
it.
yeah, you could call in. Oh yeah. Oh, I better put it somewhere you'll be able to find it then. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get that. What happened to that Sainsbury's bag? I put it on the floor. What does it do with the... This is in here? Is that it? No, that's something else. Ugh. Oh no, now this is really heavy. It's unfortunate. Okay, I'll put it in this tub. Put those things in that tub. Oh, I'm very warm. I can't even find the fucking stuff. Okay. Period 81 is live. Hold it.
Apparently.
Twitch sent me a notification this morning. It said, "Oh, you're currently receiving notifications every time Period 81 goes live. We noticed you haven't actually watched with streamer in a while, so we're going to stop sending you the notifications." It's like, hang on, that's the only way I have object permanence about this thing. Yes. But we do every single week, without fail.
I'm not watching them, I'm in them.
I'm in them. I'm watching it. But I want to know. I need to know that it's happening. My brain will melt. Also, I need to know when it's happening when I'm away, so I can watch the VODs and pretend.
Of course. Of course.
Exactly.
What time would it be in Australia? Or
4
Singapore?
a.m. 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Early.
I can do like a tune in the very last half hour or something.
Yeah, offer your input on how it's going.
Yeah. Hey guys, nice job you're doing. Why have I got so much Benadryl? I don't even. Jesus. Oh, it comes in packets of 3. I see. Hello, Alex. You've returned.
Hi, I have indeed.
Hello.
The cats have been fed.
Good.
They might come and bother me a bit more. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, they get on.
There's no evidence that proves the victim ever returned to London alive.
No evidence they prove we returned to London dead either. That may not be the line.
It's close enough.
He's calling
Just-
him what?
Stripling, like a little
Like a little tree.
yeah, a little tree.
Good lord.
I've never heard that before.
Nor have I.
Well, clearly neither of you are cultured enough for this. Malarkey.
This game.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. just take a minute. Just blah, blah, blah.
Do a little chant to get back in character.
Blah, 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 blah. Just take a moment to think that idea of yours through now, stripling. Said use your brain. Anthony, did I deeply upset you by calling you uncultured? I'm really sorry.
Anthony?
Tony?
This may just be a case of bad timing. Perhaps
Tony's left the
Tony's
chat.
internet has gone. Hmm. Well, how's everyone?
Enjoying the out of context contributions from Tony today.
Mm.
It's as per usual, it's all me. Why must I say things with an open mouth? So
What are we
it's not
gonna
all me.
do-
It's not
what are we gonna
always
do
all
without
me.
you?
It's usually a group effort. You will have a wonderful time without me. You are all perfectly capable of making fools of yourselves, which is all I ever do. Anthony, are you back? No,
No, that's him leaving, actually.
no. The delay in Discord realizing that something's happened is sure something.
Well, after this game,
Tony?
Ah,
Yes.
hello.
Internet. phone the internet just decided in a fit of random madness to completely crap out.
Welcome back.
Just decided not to die.
Yeah.
I can
Good.
recover from the panic that I had driven you away by calling you uncultured. Which may be ridiculous, but you know me, it was a real concern.
Oh,
What?
you.
If the inspector was still stilled on the Keem ship, the inspector was killed on the steamship in France. France. How on earth could he have got back to Britain? In your steamer fucking trunk, man. How many times do we have to go over this? When people die, their bodies remain in that same spot. This isn't the land of the living dead. It's the devil of a thing.
Oh, don't get cute.
But cute is all I know.
Well,
It's the only...
Then, obviously the culprit must have moved the body.
How exactly? Carrying a corpse off a ship in your arms will raise a few eyebrows at least, don't you think? Well, thank you. You've literally opened that up for us being like, obviously it wasn't in your arms then. Dingbat.
Like, he thinks he's being smart, but he's really just walking straight down the trap.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, yes, that's true, but...
Oh, it's not me anymore, thank God. Enjoy, Alex.
Alex is muted, so you can keep your... Perhaps the cats have called her away.
It's a bloody shambles.
All passenger luggage is inspected when it is unloaded from arriving vessels.
Oh, well done.
And I would like to think the border police would query the corpse of an English gentleman as hand luggage.
You'd like to think
Bless
it,
you.
but thank you.
Oh, hello.
I'm so sorry.
If the murder had taken place aboard the ship, you would imagine the body would have been disposed of at sea.
Yeah, you would
There would be no
imagine.
sense in risking being caught by attempting to transport the body back to Britain. That is a good point, to be fair.
Ugh. That's killed that idea then. No, Ryunosuke, it hasn't, darling.
It hasn't. It hasn't. Susato, yes!
Oh, God's sakes.
She's gonna know. She's gonna know. She's gonna read. She's gonna pull out a book and be like, look at this passage on diplomatic immunity.
What?
She's gonna. She'll be like, there are people who can get away with not having their luggage searched.
Apologies.
Welcome. Willkommen.
Sorry, my parents.
Bjorn Vanu.
My parents have just driven back from Wales. Apparently, there was rolling fog on the motorway. Very, very spooky. But I'm glad they're back
Ooh.
safely.
Yes.
But
Many scoops.
perhaps not. I don't know the fucking context for this.
So we had
Ryunosuke
presented the
said-
idea
oh, yeah.
that the body was transported away from the scene being
Yes.
the cabin inside of the ship. And everyone was like, well, how? There's no way. There's no conceivable way. And Susato said, but maybe.
Actually, there is. They put
But
an eye.
actually,
Mrs. Sato?
question mark?
We've heard that the first-class passengers were under constant scrutiny by the crewmen posed to guard them. Which would mean that the culprit had no opportunity to dispose of the body in the sea.
Yes, that's true.
Well,
Oh no.
So transporting the body to Britain may have been the only viable alternative.
Oh no, we saw how someone could fit in that trunk, couldn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Exactly.
We were having this discussion while you were feeding cats.
Oh no. Nasty. Do you not like?
Yeah.
Is everything actually fitting in this one box? Is it possible?
That's exactly what
believe
Jikoku
you.
asked.
Oh no! Oh, it's true. Oh no. Oh, I should dye my hair this evening. How does
Also-
anyone own this many things? Oh shit, sorry. Dear me, you really are new to this, aren't you? Actually, no, it's been over a year now, dickhead.
He's just a baby.
Nah.
I thought it had been perfectly clear. But it seems I'm going to have to explain it in words you can understand.
Oh yes. Go and purge yourself. Do it.
Do it in Japanese! Oh, okay, no. I think I ought to alter my testimony. With your consent, of course, my lord.
I've never seen a murderer so willingly walk themselves down the garden path.
I mean, I feel like some of this is a bit of a fuck you to old Strongheart here.
It definitely is.
That is a very good point.
Oh no, it couldn't have happened this way. Oh, so it must have happened that way. Sounds like you're shit at this, mate. Hint, hint. You're not shit. You're really good at it. Congrats.
I have no objection. State your amended testimony now.
Yeah, you have no objection at this point, just you, right? There's no possible way I could have transported the victim's corpse back to Britain.
Okay,
Oh, but you
amended
see.
testimony.
Oh, but you see, there was.
Hmm.
Pull the lever, Ganon.
Wrong letter!
Bombs away? Where is it?
No. Keep going.
Oh,
There
it's
you go.
over here.
Can we examine that quickly?
You had scrolled.
Yeah,
past it
fucking.
right.
Oh god! Oh god!
Yeah. There he
Because he's
is.
a government
Oh,
minister, so his
God.
luggage wouldn't have been searched.
As was it Aaron who said, you know, horrifically, there may be 5 people in this picture?
Ugh, that is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you look at that?
There's
wouldn't-
no
I don't
possible
want to.
way you could have removed Inspector Gregson's body, you say? I would say the opposite is true.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Far from being impossible for you to do. The transporting of Inspector Gregson's body back to Britain is something only you could have done. Words.
What are you talking about, Ryunosuke?
Jesus Christ.
As well as being a judge, Mr. Jigoku is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Which means he is exempt from having his luggage searched when he enters the country.
Get away.
Oh.
Sorry.
We learned that when we first met you, upon your arrival in London.
Mm-hmm.
You smell nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Yes, muscle rub. Yeah. You see my coat?
well.
See my kindness on my clothes. How generous. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, yes. All those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say, I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't have to go for any of that, did you?
Ah, I knew you were jealous. Thanks, Mom.
Yes.
Jealous.
I presume you recall this, Judge Shikoku?
What? No, sounds fake.
It's a
That's not me.
photograph we took in the foyer of the hotel to mark the occasion.
AI.
Oh no.
As the court will note, you have with you your large travel trunk. Large enough,
goodness,
in
hello.
fact, to have a
Jesus
corpse inside.
Christ. Monster
Oh,
boy.
man.
Monster boy. You a monster? You the worst horrible little boy.
This Rupert being a fiend again.
Oh, this is in fact Gigi. He has snuck in and he is
Oh
being
dear lord.
extremely
He deserves love and affection.
but he's also like he's
Sauntering around, it's like all his joints have been oiled. He's in a very good mood.
Mr. Naruhodo, surely you're not suggesting.
I am afraid I am. Yes. 3 days ago, when we were chatting innocently with the new arrivals from Japan in the hotel, the body of Inspector Gregson was just meters away from us, inside Judge Jikoku's trunk.
Oh, proper shuddering moment.
Jesus.
Horrible. Horrible. Order! Order! Order in court! I'm skeptical, counsel, that a grown man's body, oh dear, could fit inside even the largest of travel trunks.
You know another point that we have that supports this theory? Recall where we found the crown to Gregson's pocket watch.
In the trunk.
No.
In the trunk.
In the trunk.
In the trunk.
Oh dear.
In the trunk.
Oh,
In
dear,
the
oh dear,
trunk.
oh dear.
It
In the
could,
trunk.
because I happen to know that the witness himself, a man of considerable size, fits inside the trunk.
Oh, is he like a proper giant in Japan?
He would be, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
And
fuck me.
verifying that would be extremely simple, wouldn't it, Judge Jigoku?
I'm not climbing
in the
inside a
trunk.
fucking trunk, mate. Get out.
Get in the trunk.
Get in the trunk. Get in the trunk.
But inside his trunk, how horrifying.
Ghastly. And after
Maybe-
we'd spoken with you at the Great Waterloo the Great Waterloo Hotel, you had the opportunity to visit the apparent scene on Fresno Street, taking your trunk with you in a cab to deposit the inspector's body.
Nah, sounds fake. I don't have to listen to this nonsense.
That's what they
Shut the
all
fuck up.
say.
Dr. Gorey, the coroner who examined the body, has confirmed the possibility.
She's only a child.
She's
Shut up.
acknowledged there are signs that steps may have been taken to disguise the true time of death.
No.
The onset of the body's decomposition could have been delayed by storing it in a refrigerator.
Disagree. Obviously, there's no
Counsel,
refrigeration
as
on.
I remember explaining yesterday,
Stop being a prat.
refrigerators of the requisite size are few and far between.
As luck would have it. I'm sure they are, but one place they're certainly found is on large ocean liners.
Ah, shit.
Gasp!
Such ships are equipped with electrically refrigerated cold rooms to keep food fresh on their long sea voyages.
Oh,
And
I
the
just
SS
found some
Grasp
Pop Tarts.
is no exception. Huzzah.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes,
Professor
I found some.
Mikotoba told me about it only yesterday. Well,
Thanks,
Shikoku,
Mikotoba. What a lad Mikotoba is. What a lad. Handsome Major
however
Coco.
much you prolong this debate, you can't eliminate the truth. All the evidence points to you being the killer.
Well, this is all very heartening. I can see that it was a wise move, letting Asogi and you embark on this study tour.
What are you talking about now?
Oh, same bullshit as usual. Logical reasoning, of course. All court proceedings will be built on logical reasoning in the new century. And I can see that you've both laid firm foundations for that already.
Now, Jugoku, please stop diverting attention from the issue at hand.
Well, I can't because I'm actually just really passionate about law and justice.
The defense has made an accusation against you. How did you respond, you piece of shit?
It really
Stop
excites me.
filibustering.
It
Fuck
really
off.
it really excites me that these two young men, and yourself, of course, Mrs. Sato, are going to be the next generation of
Somebody fucking stop him. He is filibustering.
Lawyers and lawmakers in our country are going to change the face of law in Japan. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. And I can't withhold my excitement about
filibustering. Someone kill him.
Respond. There's really no need for me to respond, is there?
Why ever not?
It's an outdated thing. Don't do responses anymore.
Sorry.
Because before you can even begin to answer the question of when the victim was killed... Oh, dropped my phone. You must first establish one key fact. Where was the victim killed? It's quite logical.
We've already...
The actual scene of the crime.
The prosecution's stance is unaltered. The killing took place on Fresno Street where the gunshot was heard.
Point.
As the accused, Baroque Van Steeks shot the victim at point-blank range.
Since no tangible evidence exists to disprove the prosecution's claim at this time, the defense's deductions amount to little more than an elaborate fairy tale.
Rude.
I'm afraid... Sorry.
Yeah?
I'm afraid...
Me too.
I'm afraid. I'm just afraid. I'm afraid that's how the logical reasoning... What? Oh, I see. I'm afraid that's how the logical reasoning the British are known for really works, young stripling.
The victim was shot in that little room on Fresno Street and died instantly.
Can we get a quick look at the crime scene again?
Yes.
The crime scene?
Fresno Street crime scene. I just want to have a look at something.
Do we have this? This is the floor plan.
Yes, yeah, the position he's lying in.
He is on the floor?
Not
No,
unlike...
curled up.
Yeah,
He's curled
not
up.
not unlike how someone would be if they had been stuffed into a trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
And
like
then
Jacoby was when
tipped
he was
out of
in
the trunk.
Yep.
Why is there... How does he end up with so much blood?
Well, it was staged, so, you know.
In the trunk?
Yeah, and he'd been
But it would've
Jigoku had shoved him into the freezer.
Yeah, so the blood would have frozen.
I
mean,
suppose-
the blood might have come out as he thawed as well, to be honest. You'd be able to tell if you had, like, modern day technology, because blood does an interesting thing when it's frozen and re-thawed.
Ooh.
The cells, like, don't really
yeah.
survive the process.
No,
So
they don't.
You can tell immediately if someone's been, like, thawed or blood has been re-thawed.
Yes. Yes.
I think Maria was saying as well that they don't know. There's no way to tell whether blood is human or animal. I think.
Yes.
Were
Yeah.
they saying that was a recent? I don't remember. But that's a possibility as well.
I'm afraid it's the prosecution's claim that's the only fairy tale here.
Really? Best before end October 23? I'd better get fucking drinking then.
That's now.
Oh no, 0523. Oh well, I was drinking some last week. That one's 1023. But these are in the same box. Anyway, sorry. Yes, that was not my line. It's fine. Carry on. Carry on.
Yeah.
So sorry.
How can you say that?
Quite simply,
Elementary.
because that claim directly contradicts a certain piece of evidence in our possession.
Namely, yeah, never mind. Shut up, Jay. Ugh.
Very tantalizing, Counsel. I think you had better explain yourself to the court, don't you?
The prosecution claims that Inspector Gregson died instantly when he was shot at the scene on Fresno Street. But this evidence clearly contradicts that claim. Present the photo.
The photo.
Yeah, the photo.
Yee.
Because he's curled up in the Family Guy pose.
Classic.
Ah yes, famous.
A photograph of the victim in the very location you claim he wasn't killed.
Yes, but the point is the posture of the body itself.
Yes, the Family Guy pose, I am aware.
If Inspector Gregson had been shot there, in that room, it's out of the question that his body would have been curled up in a ball like that.
That's true.
Who doesn't get a voice line?
Bad times.
Bad times.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but your logic is flawed. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It could easily have a who? What shite are you talking now?
Fetal and fatal in the same sentence.
You could easily have adopted that fetal position due to the pain of the shot, which subsequently proved fatal.
Haha. some
But it didn't. It didn't. He died instantly, didn't he? Because it went right into his
I'm
heart.
sorry to disappoint you, Judge Jikoku, that it's your logic that's flawed.
What?
How dare you? What? The fuck?
According to this autopsy report, the victim died instantly. He would have felt no pain, much less have been able to draw himself into that position.
Sounds fake. I repeat, sounds fake. Ah!
Which begs the question of why the victim's body is curled up in that way.
Why indeed?
Though the answer should be abundantly clear by now. We've only been arguing the point for the past 15 minutes.
But,
You're suggesting.
The inspector's body took on that posture ahead of its arrival on Fresno Street, before it was coldly turned out onto the floor from the inside of a large travel trunk.
Alright, we've done it, lads. Off we go.
You're quite right. The shape of the body. It looks exactly as if it had been kept in a confined space.
thanks for having a brain, Susato.
You're welcome.
Judge
appreciate
Jigoku,
you.
present your trunk for examination. I believe it's very possible that it will contain traces of the victim's blood.
Steady on, mate.
Good.
This is getting gory. No. I've burnt my trunk, I'm afraid.
a tragic trunk accident.
Yes, a tragic trunk accident happened and
Go on,
now
take
there's
your
more
shirt off.
Present my trunk. I refused. It's not acceptable to ask a man to do that in a courtroom. You only do that when I'm alone with my Katoba. I mean,
What?
Not anymore.
Sorry, obviously not anymore. Now he's back with his wee twink boyfriend Sholmes, and I'm relegated to the sidelines once again. Absolute bullshit.
On what grounds?
There are no grounds, I just don't want to show you my trunk. Hello, Gigi!
Very stinky. You're a stinky little man.
Stinky boy!
He's the stinkiest.
Very stinky. Ooh.
I'm the Minister of Foreign Affairs from the Empire of Japan. I shouldn't have to put up with this treatment just because of some stripling's baseless accusations. Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. In other words, Judge Shikoku,
You have no good reason at all.
there is blood in your trunk.
Oh, Sato. Man, we really missed you. I hope you know that it fucking sucked not having you around when you were in Japan. Like, Iris tried, but... I mean... There's just no logic without you. Sorry, I decline to answer that.
Well, pleading the fifth, are we?
Yep,
Objection.
obviously. I'm a twat.
At this moment, you're not a government minister. You are a witness in a trial in Britain's highest court.
Whoops.
I don't care who you are or what your status outside this courtroom might be, but you will not withhold information.
Diplomatic
Nothing
immunity.
is more important than the truth.
I don't know if it actually exists at this point.
Oh, I don't know, actually. Order! Order in court! Well, Mr. Jikoku, what's it to be? This voice is slipping more and more into a starry. I can't stop it.
Yeah. Dot.
Kazuma, I love
dear.
you. Oh, Kazuma,
Can't
no!
be serious, you did it?
Side profile.
Have you no shame at all, Kazuma Suki?
What?
Very well. I admit it.
Oh, shit.
I did bring the inspector's body into the country.
Wow, we did it, gang.
Inside my trunk, exactly as postulated by the defense. But on the orders of Lord Strongheart.
Dear God, outrageous.
Yes, as if you fucking didn't know about it. No, I admit to nothing more than what I've said. Didn't admit to murder. Of killing the man, I certainly have no recollection.
What on earth is that cryptic statement supposed to mean?
That's it. That's all. I merely disposed of the inspector's body, which was left in my cabin. In order to avoid unwanted attention. As the judicial assistant over there pointed out, I had no chance to throw it into the ocean. It's quite dispiriting that that's what he would have chosen to do,
Well,
had the option been there.
best way to dispose of a body that isn't a pig,
That isn't a pig.
pig farm.
So I decided my only option was to bring it into Britain with me and dispose of it somewhere else.
You can't still deny it. If you didn't do it, then who on earth did kill the man?
As you know, there was one other person in my cabin that night. He had the opportunity. And moreover, he had already accepted a mission to take the inspector's life.
Oh,
Ah,
That's
I
right.
see.
Who else could it have been? It was you, Kazuma Sugi.
The last vestiges of a desperate man.
You. I never thought you'd stoop to this. Seishiro Ojikoku.
Yeah, well, you thought wrong. You've taken the words straight out of my mouth, Prosecutor Kazuma Sugi. It may be my line, but I just have to take a quick photo. Sorry. Okay, I'm coming back. Bye. You thought leaving the body in my cabin you could pin the crime on me, did you? You thought wrong, laddie.
Well,
Ow.
the prosecution counsel has already admitted to visiting the witness's cabin on the night in question.
Yes, on an assassination mission, no less.
You wouldn't.
So, what do you make of that, young stripling? Still think I'm lying, because I am! You've heard my testimony now, that's all I have to say on the matter. I'll admit to nothing more.
I don't believe this.
I mean, mood.
Counsel for the defense. What is your position on this tomfuckery now? The court awaits your response to the witness's assertion. The assertion that, on the night in question, the victim's assailant was in fact Mr. Kazuma Asogi.
This isn't a dead end, it seems to be. The answer's right in front of me. Comes down to Jigoku or Kazuma.
Or
Both
a
of them
mysterious
had
third
the
party.
opportunity to kill Gregson, but only one of them did it.
Who do you love more?
And I'm just a step away from proving who.
We know it wasn't Kazuma, he was in France.
He was in France. He was? Oh yeah. He was in France.
Very well. The defense is ready to respond to the assertion put forward by Judge Jigoku. The idea that the victim's murder could have been committed by Prosecutor Asogi is impossible.
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 C'est impossible.
Judge Jigoku, let me remind you of something you said only a few minutes ago.
What? No, I'd never opened my mouth. I've never spoken in my life. Don't know what you're talking about.
You claimed that logical reasoning is the future of the court process.
It is. No question.
Well, logical reasoning can prove something here. Namely, that it would have been impossible for Prosecutor Asogi to commit the crime. Oh, fuck yes! Oh, this music.
Oh.
What?
You're done fucked now, me old son.
So good. Yeah.
I went
this
vaguely
music's so good.
Constantine then.
That's a treat.
You done fucked it, mate.
You done fucked me, old son. Anyway. The court will only accept an argument that is supported by compelling evidence. So present what you have, counsel. What proof is there that allegedly demonstrates the impossibility of Prosecutor Asogi's involvement? It's that fucking,
We can't prove he went to France, can he? Can we?
well, it's the...
Yes, we can. Go to the, look at this,
Yeah.
right?
The
Open
night
it up again.
before the ship arrived in Dover.
Following departure, from the port of
yes.
Dunkirk.
Ah.
Remember where Kazuma was that night?
Hmm.
In Dunkirk.
He said he was in Dunkirk, didn't he?
And it's got signature there to prove it.
Right.
At a boarding house.
Well.
Take that!
This itinerary for crew members of the SS Gross, my lord. This is conclusive proof.
An itinerary? How does that prove anything?
Judge Jigoku, the moment you acknowledge that you found the victim's body in your cabin, this itinerary suddenly became much more significant.
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Oh, he's about to.
Look, why?
On the night in question, as always, a crewman sentry was on guard outside your cabin door. As long as he was there, nobody could have fired a shot inside the cabin.
Absolutely. Because it's inconceivable that the guard wouldn't have heard it and come to investigate.
So that tells us that the crime must have taken place when the guard was elsewhere. And that narrows it down to the 20 minutes just after 10 o'clock, as indicated on the itinerary.
Yes. I see no flaw in your reasoning so far.
But the crucial point is this. When the evacuation drill took place, the steamship had already put to sea from the port of Dunkirk.
Ah!
Oh, lads, I think he's getting it. Now, clearly, the murder could only have been committed by somebody who was aboard the vessel at the time. But Prosecutor Asogi stated in yesterday's proceedings,
I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life. So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent the night at a boarding house in the town and returned to England following morning.
which I'm sure the court will agree is conclusive proof that Kazuma Asogi couldn't possibly have carried out the killing.
Satisfying when the theme doesn't kick in proper. Apologies for the motorcycle, everyone. Jikoku!
Sorry! I'm writing my nephew's birthday card for the 24th of October. Oh, I've just written the name on upside down like a twat. Oh, never mind. It's only an envelope. No, absolutely not. I don't accept that at all.
What do you mean?
The boy's just saying that to exonerate himself. He can't trust that he really disembarked the vessel. Obviously, after he left my cabin, he hid himself somewhere nearby on the ship. Just waiting for his chance to come back and...
Shut up!
How
That's
dare
out
you?
of the question.
How dare you? You
Isn't it,
insolent
Kazuma?
little... What?
As the defense rightly recalls, Anderson sparked the vessel and spent a night in a boarding house in Dunkirk.
As I just said.
And as I said yesterday, I signed my name in the accommodations register book. All extremely easy to verify, and undeniable proof.
There's no escape this time. You can forget that you're a judge or a government minister. It's time you gave the court an honest answer as a common man.
Oh, he's about to fucking lose it.
You killed Inspector Tobias Gregson and transported his corpse back to Britain.
No.
Then, you dumped the body in the room on Fresno Street and made it look as if the murder had happened there. That's what really happened. Isn't it, Seishiro Jigoku?
That damn trial 10 years ago. That's when this all began. Looking back now,
Always going.
my fate was decided that day. I was doomed already.
He's going Super Saiyan.
Oh, when they said
What
he
the
broke,
fuck?
when they said he broke the thing in the original Asogi trial, Professor trial, didn't realize they meant quite like that. I was picturing like he gripped the thing too hard and it splintered a bit.
I'm sorry. Are we ignoring the fact that the judge podium broke and then, like, floated away? Like, it's with telekinesis.
Yeah.
When I said he was going Super Saiyan, I was kidding.
And then it happened. A British assassin to eliminate a President of Japan, a Japanese assassin to eliminate a detective in Britain. Both assassins will use diplomatic immunity to evade conviction and return safely to their homelands. The assassin exchange request arrived from Britain about 1 year ago.
There is actually no more stand.
Is there going to be no stand for the rest of this trial?
It would appear so.
That's very funny.
There was hardly a request. It was a demand.
And for that, you decided to recruit Mr. Asogi.
Yeah. Well, the only other Asogi I knew was a really great murderer, so... I'm kidding. He was innocent. I think that's still you, Tony.
But things didn't go according to plan. Your chosen assassin never made it to Britain. And you found yourself unable to dispatch a replacement. Because I was already on my way to Britain at that time, in Kazuma's place.
Yeah, you little bitch. And that left me with only one option for carrying out my obligation. Do it my fucking self.
Yep.
Well, personally. Sorry. Don't forget the personally. It's the most important bit. Where did the Pop-Tarts go? I want to go eat them.
Not gone far.
Can't have gone far. There's a lot of mess in there, though. Of course, there was but a single opportunity for me to do that. Because there's only one boat a year.
The International Forensic Science Symposium, I presume.
I was sitting on the floor just here. If I sit back on the floor just here, maybe inspiration will strike. It did not. Now I have to get up again. That's right. Blah 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 blah. I decided it would be useful to carry out the plan before my arrival in Britain. Blah, 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 blah. So I enlisted the help of my British counterpart and made arrangements for a pretext that would take the inspector down to Dunkirk. To Dunkirk. Bloody cashews everywhere. This is a nightmare. To lure the man in, he was given a sham mission by the Reaper. Who is in fact a Strongheart.
What? The Reaper?
Yeah, I forgot about him, didn't you? That was not about like what this trial was about or anything.
But there's only one person that could have done that. The mastermind of the entire operation. The Reaper himself.
Casimir, you're so right and also so wrong at the same time.
You're so right and somehow so dumb.
Ah.
What the
So, that means the assassin exchange was. It was all planned by the Reaper.
Pop-Tarts. Oh. I'm not at liberty to say anything about my British counterpart, partly because he's sitting right there.
I would
I
much
prob-
prefer for him to hang himself.
He'd probably execute me immediately without remorse, but you know. Oh, I found the Pop-Tarts, let's fucking go.
A shame to end our business relationships, actually.
Yeah, a shame indeed. As if you care. Anyway, the Inspector accepted the Reaper's mission and dutifully infiltrated my cabin on the steamship. But it was all a trap designed to lead him to France, and his will of death.
How awful.
It was past 9 o'clock. I thought it said time. I thought it was past time o'clock. It was past 9 o'clock when I returned to my cabin from the dining hall that evening. I didn't give him time to attack me. I choked him until he lost consciousness. Jesus Christ. Steady on, lad. But there was a guard just outside the door, so I left it at that for the time being. Oh! Even the slightest noise might have aroused suspicion, so I bided my time, waiting.
For the 20 minutes after 10 o'clock.
I'd intended to finish him by strangulation. Unfortunately, he wasn't really into that anymore.
Yes,
I mean,
agree with
what?
Alex.
I mean, but moments before I had the chance, he suddenly came round and went for me in a reckless move. Well, of course you did. I'd received the Japanese issue. Oh, what? How
don't know where
badly
you got
could I get that
Japanese
wrong?
from.
How badly could I get that wrong? Jesus. I'd received the British issued gun 16 years earlier, being a member of the judiciary as a visiting student. That's-
Oh, they give those out to students now, do they?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't get you don't get fees. You get a gun.
Here's your student loan and here's your gun.
Yeah. I never imagined I'd have to use it for something like that.
Ah.
So, the revolver belongs to you, does it?
Yes, me and not that vampire fellow over there.
I've never seen it before in my life.
No, of course you haven't.
When
You're
the
entirely
the
innocent.
victim was killed inside your cabin on the
Glad
SS
you agree.
Grouse.
Fuck off.
Which begs the question of why you arranged for his body to be discovered in the room on Fresno Street.
Shits and or gigs.
Yeah, I was bored, frankly. This forensic science symposium is not all it's cracked up to be. Sorry, I'm now digging sheep. I'm now digging sheep shit out of my shoes. The young judicial assistant over there has already answered that question. Easiest way to cover up a crime is to move the body. Sorry. There was no way I could take the body up on deck to throw it over the side. That's precisely where all the crewmen were gathered for the evacuation drill. How lucky that that's where they were gathered at the precise moment that Gregson woke up and tried to shoot me. So before the first-class cabin sentries returned, I took the corpse to the refrigeration room.
And then on arriving in Dover, you concealed the body in your trunk. in order to smuggle it past the border police.
You got it, lad. I knew I needed to take steps before if the police were to be convinced when the body was found in London.
In that case, you must have known. You must have had intimate details of Inspector Gregson's intended schedule.
Yeah, he kept a diary. Yes, my British counterpart sent me everything I needed to know. Because your British counterpart is the Reaper. He's in the courtroom right now. The inspector was due at Fresno Street at 5 o'clock that afternoon. In order to meet a man by the name of Hugh Boone, from whom he would take back his police identification.
Ah!
I decided that man would be the perfect person to set up as the culprit.
Oh, shit.
And then, this lanky vampire fella, he's not lanky at all, sorry. This vampire fella walked in. So I took a hackney carriage over there with the body still in my trunk. I'm strong, I just carried it up the stairs by myself.
Yeah, Jesus.
We did
Christ.
just see him rip a witness stand bench completely asunder.
Oh, exactly. Well, I
That's
wasn't being
true.
sarcastic. Being fully serious, the man is blank.
That must have been just after we took this photograph with you at the hotel then.
Yes, I wasn't expecting a welcoming committee. I was more than a little nervous. On Fresno Street, I spotted a young girl selling little firecrackers. So I bought 100 of them.
Miss Venus, of course.
I conceived of the candle trick there and then. So I donned a simple disguise and approached the girl to buy enough firecrackers to replicate a gunshot.
What sort of disguise?
I pretended to have a moustache.
Huh.
For some reason, the inspector had a great red hairpiece for in his own travelling case, which I stole from him. Wait, so he was carrying Gregson in his trunk and Gregson's own trunk?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, lad. Steady on. Mr. Incredible over here. So I put that on. Although I suspect I drew more attention to myself than I would than I would have otherwise. Because it looked fucking ridiculous.
A hairpiece he found at the scene. The inspector had it ready for the Red-Headed League investigation.
I only arrived at the room around 5:15. So I quickly placed the body on the floor, moved the notice board, and set up my little candle trick. You moved the notice board, you twat.
Oh, so when they said they saw someone with red hair going in 15 minutes before 5.
Yeah, it wasn't
It was
Gregson.
Jikoku.
It was, in
Right.
fact, a red herring.
Oh,
Oh.
ho, 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 ho. Ho,
Oh.
ho, 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 I'm disgusted. Get out. Out of my courtroom. I arranged it so the firecrackers would go for the bang around 15 minutes later, and then I scalped the fuck out of there.
So that Mr. Boone, who was due to arrive at 5, would walk straight into a trap. The emphasis on the wrong word there. I misread.
Except, at the last moment, I made a careless blunder. Haven't you figured
What
it
was
out
that?
He started a land war in Asia.
Oops.
Oops! I appear to have...
I imagine it was the bag, fish and chips.
Ah!
Again, thank God you're here, Susato. You're the only person keeping this thing running. I didn't notice that it had fallen out of his
It's true.
overcoat pocket when I moved the body to the refrigeration room. I put it back into his pocket the following morning, but... Well, it seems the warmth of the heated cabin had accelerated the decay of the fish. Very stinky. Stinky by gum. Anyway, that's quite beside the point. That's everything. All the sordid details of what I did.
Well,
Okay, well, shit, let's go home.
we solved it.
Tidy job. Except we still haven't figured out who the Reaper is, even though we all obviously know who the Reaper is.
We don't need to know. It's fine. Shut up.
Oh, sorry. Just let the trial be over. Let it be over.
Yeah, let's go.
Fine.
I've had enough. We've arrived at the truth about the murder of one of the country's most capable and respected police inspectors. The witness will be tried in the coming days for a crime
I'd call
of
him well
such a
respected.
vile nature.
Oi.
Okay.
You can expect the most severe penalty.
Thanks. Can't wait to have my head chopped off. I'm cleaning the sheep shit out of my shoes. Because I sensibly took them on a walk in a field full of sheep last night.
An exchange of assassins. What a foolhardy idea.
Really fucking stupid idea.
Aaron, Alex, Ripley, and Tony.
Hello.
Hello.
It's our Monday night special.
Hi.
They all say hi, because they're nice. My mum says hi. Technically, she says hi.
Hello. Would you like to take over the judge when you?
Would you like to take over the judge? Yeah. Do you want my spot on this game we play when I'm away? How's the weather in Waterford, Tony?
That's just grand.
He says it's grand, which could mean it's absolute dog shit, or could mean it's all right.
According to my weather thing, we are potentially about to break the record for
You about to have the
temperature
hottest? Yeah.
Oh joy.
tomorrow.
Yeah. It says they're going to have record October temperature tomorrow, which is what is that what we've had today and yesterday? Yesterday was so hot, I thought I was burning.
Burning.
Tomorrow's going to be hot too. I know it's going to change, but it's fine because I'm going to go away. Okay. Thanks, Mom. You going to bed? Night.
Good night, cheese mum.
It's almost
Good
great.
night.
Bye.
Good night. No, what? I can put the drying on. It's fine.
Apologies.
I can do it. Go to bed.
Said this one.
Sorry to everyone.
Mr. Jigoku, one last detail.
Oh.
Who was your counterpart in Britain? Who was the mastermind behind the assassin exchange?
Such was someone in this very room.
It was someone in this very room.
No, because I'm just going to take that as it was Barack Vensey.
He is absolutely going to do that.
Nothing you say now can make matters any worse for you. Just tell us.
Nah.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's not private. It's okay.
We do this live on the internet.
Yeah, we do this live on the internet. What?
We have
Oh,
a small but dedicated.
Can't I say?
Even though, as things stand, you may very well never set foot in your homeland again.
Oh, piss, I'm out of tea.
That's just not very nice, is it? What are you waiting for? Can't we get this over with now? It's finished. All of it.
Oh, he's walking. He's going. Goodbye.
I'm finished.
Hmm.
Could have been a poignant moment, but
Then, in the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I now pronounce the findings of this court.
objection.
This man before us, shut up, has admitted to the willful murder of Tobias Gregson.
Objection.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Look at my magic trick.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Guilty as fuck.
No one even likes you,
hang
Strongheart.
on, it's not Jikoku.
Seishiro Jikoku. It is the opinion of this court that you should be found
He's not the one on trial.
Oh yeah, he's not the one on trial.
guilty
That's a good
as
point. He's not the
all
one on trial.
fuck. And
He's
may I
not on
remind
trial.
all those present of the strict confidentiality demanded by this closed court. Shut the fuck up.
He's not even on trial, mate.
And it's
So is this where everyone in the public gallery objects because
Moments ago.
Wait, what? What do you mean moments ago he signed a written confession?
Well, he's just done it. Shut up.
Where was that cutscene?
a short time passed.
A short time passed.
Right.
A blink of an eye.
Moments ago.
What written confession? He hasn't even got a pen. He hasn't even got a stand to write it on. He broke the stand.
They probably provide a pen on the table.
If you are quite finished.
I'm never finished, but yes.
Moments ago, Mr. Jikoku signed a written confession admitting to the murder of Inspector Gregson and the subsequent conveyance of the body.
What?
Vocal fry. In short, the
Shut the door.
defendant's innocence has therefore been established beyond doubt.
It's nice to remember about.
So there we go. Yeah.
Cousin was not very happy there.
Oh, wonderful. Well done, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, does it go in the wash? Oh. Thought I checked my pockets so carefully. Anyway, it's gonna come back to Australia with me now.
Thank you.
Is something wrong?
I'm just a little troubled by his silence. It gives me the impression that he is about to do something unbelievably stupid.
The true identity of the Reaper of the Bailey and this extraordinary assassin exchange. We do remain in the dark about these mysteries.
I was gonna say.
However, I am perfectly content to let that slide. That's all I hope. Insofar as the indictment brought against the defendant in this trial, we have reached a conclusion.
Free Van Zeeks. Free Van Zeeks.
I have every intention of pursuing both mysteries.
Okay, never mind. He's guilty and back in prison.
As a prosecutor.
No. About that. As you wish. Now, for the formal adjudication. I hereby declare the defendant, Dr. Van Zeeks. Oh, thank
Oh,
God
I
for that.
hate when I'm right.
Whew.
Kaz was like, I have
When
been
it's
waiting.
fuck everyone's entire day.
I've been waiting a decade for
prosecution
this.
calls-
I'm not going to let him just get away with it now.
The prosecution calls for adjudication to be deferred.
Okay. Counsel.
The accused's innocence hasn't been fully established at all,
Oh my.
and therefore it would be wrong to deliver a verdict at this time. That is the prosecution's unwavering position.
What?
But Judge Jikoku has already confessed.
Nevertheless,
Confessions don't mean shit, Court. Don't you know that?
Lord Van Zeeks has committed crimes for which he must be punished.
What crimes?
He's having his Edgeworth DL6 moment.
Oh, yes. Well, this certainly wraps up a problem I was about to have, so... It would appear you have information that the court needs to hear, Prosecutor Asogi. I will indulge this.
Certainly. The murder of Inspector Gregson was actually carried out by Sashiro Jigokuru. But it's clear from the witness's testimony that he was coerced into complying with the plot. Into this sick, merciless assassin exchange.
That may be true, but
So what I want to know is, who coerced Jigoku? Who was pulling the strings? The victim went to France, having been ordered on a mission for the Reaper, only to be murdered. In other words, the mastermind behind the assassin exchange is someone in a position to give such an order. As we've already established, the Reaper himself.
Well, certainly that would appear to follow.
The prosecution hereby formally accuses the man in the dock, Baroque Van Zeeks, of being the Reaper of the Bailey. And furthermore, I'm going to prove his guilt beyond all reasonable doubt.
Wow.
It should be pointed out that saying
Mans is on a mission.
he got my dad
they
killed.
rebuilt it!
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah,
That was
he
quick,
took a really long time to sign his confession. Took a long time to write it out, sign it. So, you know, they had time to get a few carpenters in, get some spare wood. Left over from the last time he destroyed a witness stand. Sorry. Say the line, Alex. Say the line.
Yeah, they had a spare one because they knew he was testifying.
Yeah.
We better get the second one ready, just in case.
Just in case. Order, order, order. The Reaper of the Bailey is a long-standing mystery council. Are you suggesting you have some new information with which to build a case?
Scotland Yard has already investigated Lord Van Zeeks very thoroughly in that regard. And they found no evidence whatsoever to substantiate the claim that he is the Reaper.
Perhaps. But circumstances have now changed.
what do you mean?
It's already been established that the assassin exchange was negotiated with Jikoku by the Reaper himself. Which means we now have a new line of questioning by which to identify definitively the man's identity.
Identify his identity.
That is... Yes, essentially. That is the prosecution's intention here.
I must say I'm surprised by quite how tenaciously you appear to want to besmirch my name.
He killed my fucking dad. You are guilty of an unforgivable crime, Lord Van Zeeks. And I will bring you to justice for it, whatever it takes.
Can I conflict of interest anyone?
That explains
Accuse yourself.
silence before.
Recuse yourself from the trial. Well, the judge should have recused you from the trial. But anyway,
By this
he's
logic,
old,
Phoenix
so
Wright should have removed himself from like 7 different trials.
100%.
And in this case here, it seems to be the criteria for being involved is, you know, they won't let anyone who's not involved take part.
Yeah, the criteria for being involved in the trial is you have stakes already in the game.
Mm-hmm.
He'll stop at nothing to finish what Lord Van Zieks unwittingly started 10 years ago.
Here we go. Special permission coming in from the head teacher.
Very well. Whilst it's extremely irregular, it's very convenient for me. I will, on this occasion, grant the prosecution further opportunity for witness testimony.
Even though it should be a
The
different trial.
defendant will disclose any and all involvement he has had with the Reaper and Assassin exchange.
God's sake.
I thank you, my lord, for guiding the court so wisely.
You mean selfishly?
I hereby declare this court to be in session for a supplementary hearing.
Yeah, sure. Don't have to fill out any forms or
Light the
Magic.
flames up again.
paperwork.
Magic!
Fire!
For fuck's sake.
Pray turn a blind eye to the discourtesy
Oh,
as
God,
I
you
verify
please.
that this vile and unremitting accusation
Look at my shoe.
hasn't soured the contents of my hallowed chalice.
This is what you sound like. Look at my shoe, isn't it lovely? I'm so fucking dead.
Lord Van Zieks!
My leg. I first had to suffer the pseudonym of the Reaper 10 years ago now. And ever since that time, I've endured the weight of the implied guilt that's gone with it. So I welcome the chance to testify now, and to crush those allegations once and for all.
It's very impressive that he didn't get on his white gloves.
None of them.
It's very impressive that he never gets it. Ever.
Like, ever.
Not
I'm
one
impressed
time.
that he just doesn't have, like, glass embedded in his flesh 24/7.
I'm just
Years-
impressed that he's not
years of
actually
crushing wine
raging
glasses.
drunk. Raging drunk.
Years of crushing wine glasses have made me immune to glass.
Good. Then let justice decide. Lord Van Zieks. The prosecution seeks to begin building its case by calling the accused to the stand as the primary witness, in order that he may answer the accusation brought by the prosecution that he is a Reaper of the Bailey.
And what says the defense?
Sigh.
Putting the defendant in the witness stand can be extremely dangerous. And especially as it's, Van Zieks.
Yeah, this
And Kazuma-sama is so emotional at the moment. He's not thinking logically.
You're right that he's not himself. But I knew it would be like this. And I came here today determined to face him through whatever might arise. As a lawyer, and as his friend.
friend.
Then that's what we must do. Okay, I'm gonna have
The
to...
defense has no objection, my lord.
Oh, sorry?
Yes. Alex is gone for a minute.
Ah.
But we all missed the reason why.
Oh, hold on, I can do this bit. Very well. Defendant, you will take the witness stand and give formal testimony on the subject of your involvement with the Reaper and the Assassin exchange.
As you wish.
All right, I will be back just in time to get to the end of this testimony.
Alright. Let's hear what Van Zieks has to say. I've never taken the life of another, nor have I instructed another to kill. I've been investigating the truth behind the Reaper for years, and I was aware of Gregson's involvement. That's the reason why I went to Fresno Street that day, and how I came to discover the body. The point is, no common thread exists between myself, Gregson, and Dr. Wilson.
Well, there is one, you just don't want to say it.
Clearly, therefore, there's no reason to suspect me of being behind the assassin exchange.
Sounds sus to me.
I think I know what you're getting at.
So you will deny all accusations by the prosecution. Both that you are the Reaper of the Bailey, and that you masterminded the assassin exchange.
I acknowledge that the public at large believe me to be the Reaper. However, that's a fallacy, which I alone am in a position to forswear.
Right, Mr. Darcy, chill out.
Antiques as Darcy is an interesting image. Forgive the discourtesy.
Forgive the discourtesy of filling my chalice with these hello fools. It's just massively given vibes. Mr. Darcy vibes all over this sitch.
Yes, yes.
Rip, did you dip? My dear?
I'm still here.
Hello, hello.
I'm just on
Welcome.
push to talk, so
That's fair.
I'm like, I need to. The pain is sort of like itchy, so
Oof.
like I've been like toying between like fidgeting or bouncing my leg or like squirming around. It's just a lot, so I've just put myself on push to talk.
No, that's fair.
Rustling.
That's fair.
Yes, very
Just
valid.
checking in. Just checking in.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
I hate it for you. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I've got to deal with this for the rest of my life, and it's just fucking takes me out for at least a week at a time. I have to spend that entire week in bed, and it's just feels like rotting.
Agreed.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, one shoe doesn't smell like sheep shit anymore.
Progress.
The other one sort of still does, but I can't find where any more is. Is any left in these cracks?
Oh. No, I won't say it.
No. We will not talk about the shit in the cracks.
Good Kazuma art.
I sort of got the sense
Mobile.
Alex wanted us to carry on. Was I wrong? She'd be back by the end of this testimony.
She did, I think. Sorry, Ripley, did you say this line?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was talking.
It's
Sorry.
alright.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
Just discovered my mobile Discord opens up categories on my desktop Discord, which is really bizarre.
Oh, fun. Naturally, the prosecution believes the testimony, which is just given by the accused, to be untrue.
Can I find the X button? Yeah, there we go.
Ryunosuke, Naruhodo.
You bitch.
Yes.
Let me ask you, Why are you here? What really brings you to this courtroom?
You, obviously.
A desire to uncover the truth. Sounds like the title to a track in an Ace Attorney Investigations game.
Yes, it does.
It does, actually. And what do you mean?
Even if the truth proves your client to be guilty?
From all my experiences in this courtroom, I've come to realize something. The truth can't be hidden. Sooner or later, it will come out. So it's always my intention to work with my client in pursuit of the truth.
Ryunosuke, it's going to be an absolute miracle if you ever make any money as a lawyer, because no one's going to hire you. They think that like,
Hey
oh, it's a defense
gang,
attorney.
How we doing?
Welcome back. Howdy hi.
I want you to remember what you just said.
Because I'm going to fuck you with it.
Okay. Enough gay nonsense. Counsel for defense, please proceed to cross-examine the witness.
Yes, my lord.
Gay nonsense is the title of my autobiography.
I know exactly what you're thinking, Kazuma. Meow, 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 meow.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
He says that line, and I'm immediately reminded of that court scene from early Simpsons. The one with Betsy at school.
The second Alex started doing the Duckburg thing, I'm thinking of 50% off.
I was also thinking about 50% off. His mind is thoroughly he's thinking of nothing but this race.
Life is like a hurricane.
I know. You're just waiting to point it out. The contradiction you're convinced lies somewhere within this man's testimony.
And that's in fact
I am assuming Baraka's gone. I'm innocent, but I'm being very shady about it.
Yes.
And I'll make the point of where we should go. He has claimed that there is no link between himself, Gregson, and Kazuma. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Gregson, Dr. Wilson. My apologies.
Yeah.
But there is.
Yes, it's your brother, mate.
Oh,
Yes.
God. This picture. You twat.
No, you've gone past it.
There you go. No. Go back.
Back.
What?
Aaron.
That one.
Next page. Up. Keep going. Next one. There you go.
This one. Yes.
Signed by John H. Wilson and investigated by Tobias Gregson.
Also, we have that picture of...
There's Gregson.
Yeah. Gregson and Klimt.
Van Zeeks. And the coroner is John H. Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Objection!
What is this? An autopsy report.
Ooh, disgusting.
Not just any autopsy report.
Wait. This is 10 years old. From the autopsy of Lord Clint Van Zeeks.
What? My brother's autopsy report? Excuse me.
I'm pleased to see the defense doesn't intend to run from the undeniable truth.
Yeah, this isn't great for us. Order in court. What reason do you have for presenting a 10-year-old autopsy report here, Council?
I mean, if you look at it, you'll figure it out, dipshit.
This, the autopsy report of the professor's final victim, is an indelible link between Inspector Gregson, Dr. Wilson, and the defendant.
That accursed name again. Professor.
I've personally researched all of the court records relating to that case. I know that at the time, autopsy was considered sacrilege to the victim's souls. And as for a member of the aristocracy like Lord Clayton Van Zeeks, it was unthinkable. But someone implored the powers that be to allow the autopsy to go ahead. Inspector Gregson. He declared that he was certain he would obtain conclusive proof from the procedure.
Susato. My
And
beloved.
it was Dr. Wilson who conducted the autopsy. Yes. Thank you. His the signal's not getting visible on the
Yes.
document.
Crunchy internet.
Crunch, crunch.
As
Huh?
promised by Gregson.
Did any?
You're kind of
oh
going in
dear.
and out.
His
What? Hmm?
Been disconnected.
No.
Crunchiest internet.
Very.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
There you go.
You back?
Okay, I got disconnected. Crunchy internet.
Yeah, it was very crunchy.
indeed.
But you're much better now.
No good, I'm glad.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
As promised by Gregson, the autopsy did indeed produce evidence. Evidence that conclusively proved Genshin Asogi was guilty of the murders. In my brother's dying moments, he mustered all his remaining strength to leave that vital clue behind.
Indeed. That was the key to indicting the professor for his crimes and the more conclusive evidence that convicted him. It enabled Lord Van Zeeks here to avenge his brother's senseless death with a marvelous victory in court.
A marvelous victory, was it? I wonder if that's really true.
What?
Could the same be said if it turned out that the key piece of evidence in question was in fact fabricated?
Ooh.
If the inspector, the coroner, and the prosecutor all colluded together, to cast an innocent Japanese man as a mass murderer and send him to his death.
That's outrageous.
And now, 10 years later, for some reason, the secret has been threatened and needs protecting. Which is why the inspector and the coroner had to be silenced, isn't it?
I don't know who you're asking.
By someone in power in Japan and in Britain, using the 2 killers recruited for the assassination exchange.
Order. Order at once.
"10 years ago, my father was convicted in this very courtroom as a mass murderer, to be sentenced to death. It was all a sham, and I swore to myself I'd prove it. Which is why I had to come to Britain, whatever the cost."
Shit, man.
Why does he keep getting these wine glasses?
You'll have to forgive me if I feel compelled to toast this vengeful Nipponese's tenacity of purpose here. However, he who fails to quash his emotions in the courtroom has failed as a lawyer.
Come on, Kazuma. You know this won't wash. You're claiming your father was misrepresented in a trial that took place a whole decade ago. You must see that without evidence, that's nothing more than a wild accusation.
As it happens, I have evidence.
What?
I would like to see it.
As the court had heard, I crossed the channel to France with Gregson on the 31st. I went with him on the pretext of being the assassin recruited to kill Seishiro Jikokuru. But my true intentions were to make the inspector tell me the truth.
What truth?
The truth about the evidence. And he acknowledged what I'd already deducted. Sorry. Bleh. There's a closely guarded secret about what went on in that autopsy 10 years ago.
Oh, shit, man.
What? Secret? I know nothing of any secret.
Yeah, well, you know nothing about anything, do you? So.
While we waited for my supposed mark in Jigoku's cabin, I drew my clan's illustrious sword, Karma, before the inspector's eyes. He very quickly understood what my true motive was.
Oh man. Right, I see. You're that Asogi's young lad, are you? And what? You're gonna cut me down with that thing, is that it?
That will very much depend on the answers you give to my questions. I want to know what really happened 10 years ago. The truth. That's all.
Before we get into it, let me make one thing clear. I still believe your father was the professor. There's no doubt in my mind. But unfortunately back then, we didn't have the evidence we needed to make the crime stick.
So, you admit it then? The evidence used in my father's trial was fabricated?
Yeah.
It was for the good of the country. Anyway, I was just following orders.
Gorgeous. What exactly did you do? Speak!
I'm not saying another word.
Even if your life depends on it.
Especially then.
That's right. Even then.
So that's when the tip of the sword broke.
Azuma-sama.
If the results of Clint Van Zeek's autopsy were fabricated, then the investigation officer, Gregson, and the lead coroner, Wilson, must have known about it. And they can only have been ordered to pervert the course of justice in that way by one man. The man leading the case for the prosecution, Baruch Van Zeeks.
In other words, the defendant did have cause to organize this exchange of assassins. This is all very convenient.
Exactly. And as was established earlier, it has to have been the Reaper himself who liaised with Jigoku in Japan to arrange the exchange. Wait, oh my god!
What?
I just thought, the very first case, didn't we have like a photo of like someone meeting up with Jikoku?
Oh god, I can't remember.
It was a really long time ago.
At the rate we get through this game, yeah.
I thought it was Dad. Either that or I'm misremembering. I don't know.
I don't know, I suppose it'll come up in a flashback if we need it.
It sounds very plausible.
Yeah, because that was when Wilson died.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm sure there was a picture with Asogi, like Genshin Asogi and Mikotoba and
Yeah.
Jikogu in a picture.
So it follows that the Reaper's true identity can only be that of the man who stands accused in this courtroom today, Baruch Van Zeeks.
Bum bum bum.
He's just standing up.
Objection!
Kazuma Asogi.
What?
What you've just told the court, are you absolutely certain of your facts? Did Gregson really fabricate evidence for that trial 10 years ago?
I heard it with my own ears. His shameful admission.
In that case, I know the name of the Reaper.
Ooh.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong screen.
Sorry.
What?
Lord Van Zeeks?
I gave no such orders. I know that for certain. Which narrows down the remaining possibilities to one.
You sound super
Lord
mad about
Van
it as well.
Zieks isn't the one behind this, then yes, there is only one other person who could have done something like that. I believe I know who it is too.
You?
I just had a feeling his name was going to come up. The true identity of the infamous Reaper of the Bailey is...
Sholmes!
Iris.
No,
It's been
Do it.
Sholmes the whole damn
it has
time!
been Sholmes the
I
whole
know she was
time.
literally 2 at the point, but it was Iris.
It's Mr. Pokemon himself.
Yeah,
Mr.
he's sat right there. I mean, do
He
we
is
want to
right
say?
there, yeah.
Take that!
The only person who could have arranged the assassin exchange and manipulated the autopsy results is a Lord Chief Justice himself, Lord Mael Strongheart. Yes, it's true that 10 years ago the defendant handled the prosecution of the professor in court. But he only took over the case after his brother Lord Clint Van Zieks had been killed.
I can only assume that this is the most inappropriate joke in British judicial history.
For sure.
Gee, would you like Strongheart back now that you're not juggling 3 people?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, very generous.
Well, Lord Van Zieks,
10 years ago, I was very new to my profession. But I had a burning desire to avenge my brother's death, so I pleaded for control of the case. The investigation to that point, the supplication of the lords to allow my brother's corpse to be examined. All the evidence I was given, the autopsy reports, it all came from you. I've spent my life since then believing I was in your debt for the way you stood aside and let me handle the trial. But I see now. I was very much mistaken.
it was a hugely influential force that caused the inspector and the coroner to break the law 10 years ago. And that same force was still felt a decade later on the other side of the world by Seishiro Ryugoku. Lord Strongheart. Everything falls into place when we recognize that you are the Reaper of the Bailey.
Well, that's fun, isn't it?
The court awaits your response. This may very well go down in British judicial history, but I assure you, it is no joke. Consider this a formal accusal by the defense.
It doesn't warrant his response. I mean, what? A formal accusal? Don't be absurd. The defense's claims are utter nonsense. A wild fantasy at best.
You are not going to defend yourself?
What? Why? Well, you claim there was some wrongdoing with Lord Van Cleet. Clint Van Zeek's autopsy? It's utterly untrue.
Objection.
Sorry, I couldn't find the button.
It's alright.
It's okay.
But I heard it from Gregson's own lips. He admitted to it.
And where is your evidence?
What?
Are you seriously surprised that he said that?
Gregson's dead now. Unless you're thinking of summoning a ghost to the stand.
I call the ghost of Inspector Gregson.
We've informed you'll be in contempt of court if you fail to show up.
You mean to say?
I forget how the system works in your little backwater country.
Pineapple.
Pineapple! Within the courts of the British Empire. Without evidence, there is no case.
Ooh.
I have no intention of entertaining some wild fantasy. What can't possibly be substantiated by anyone or anything.
My goodness.
Order! Order in court. Following Inspector Gregson's murder and the light of death, Dr. Wilson's death as well. There's really no one left who could testify about the events of 10 years ago. Apart from all the people who were here. Mikotoba? Chikogu? Is there? Sholmes?
So
Fancy.
that was the real purpose of the assassin exchange.
The court has no business raking over the coals of a case that was concluded a decade ago. The accusal brought by the prosecution and the defense is categorically denied. I take it there are no objections. There are definitely objections, you massive bellend.
Kazuma. He's more or less waited his whole life for this moment. Is there really nothing else we can do now?
Yes,
Is there
object.
no other avenue we can go down in pursuit of the truth about what happened all those years ago?
Yes.
If only there was someone who could testify about Clint Van Zeek's autopsy. There is someone.
There is! You.
I wonder who it could be.
He's gone to extraordinary lengths to cover his tracks. Even so far as dispatching an assassin all the way to Japan to ensure Dr. Wilson's silence. And Dr. Scythe won't say anything against Strongheart. But there's still one ray of hope.
Objection.
But were he about to do it?
Actually, there is one person. One person who could still testify about that autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous, there's no one left.
Oh, you tried to make sure of
I've
that, but you
killed
left,
them all.
you left the stone unturned, buddy boy.
No.
Who, Ryunosuke? Who? Tell me who.
Kazuma.
Man. Oh, babies.
Please. This trial can't end. Not yet.
I'm not doing this for you.
Wow. Cold.
Rude. No.
The truth. Oh. That's the actual line. How upsetting.
No.
The person the defense would like to call to the stand to testify about the autopsy of Lord Clint Van Zeeks is the man who actually penned the autopsy in the first place.
Yes. Yes,
Mm.
here he
Mikotoba.
comes. Here he
Imagine
This
comes.
is true.
Take that!
Oh dear.
Heaven.
Pineapple.
Another Japanese.
And another pineapple to match.
An expert in forensic medicine, my lord. Professor Eugene Mikotoba. 16 years ago, he came to London with Seishiro Jigoku and Genshin Asogi as a visiting student.
And what could his testimony possibly tell us?
I'll tell you if you let me speak.
No.
Zato's got the book out.
Professor Mitokuba was the primary assistant during the autopsy in question. He was also the person who actually penned the report. You dumb fuck.
Mr.
Incorrect. The autopsy was carried out by the coroner, Dr. Wilson. The report carries his signature.
It was the primary assistant's duty to keep a written record of the coroner's work during the procedure. In actual fact, the coroner merely read over the report at the end and signed it.
In other words, Professor Mikotoba witnessed the entire autopsy, from start to finish. The defense demands that Professor Mikotoba be summoned as a witness as a matter of urgency. Whatever really happened in that autopsy laboratory 10 years ago is something only he can tell us.
Just keep your fingers crossed he doesn't have a convenient accident on the way over.
Hmm.
I was going to say, you shouldn't have mentioned his name. The defense's demand is denied. Because I'm
What?
But Professor Mitokuba is in London at this very moment. We could summon him to the stand in minutes.
No, of course he's not going to agree to it. Strongheart has no intention of summoning anyone who knows. He's too concerned about protecting himself.
I guess we need to summon Sholmes then.
Boy! Prosecutor Usogi, let me refresh your memory, as you seem to have forgotten the prosecution's stance. Only minutes ago, you accused the defendant of being the Reaper and of masterminding the assassin exchange.
I did, yes.
He's being manipulated, baby boy.
So present your evidence for those claims and make your case complete.
At this time, I don't have the requested evidence. But that's exactly why we need witness testimony.
The Professor case is closed. There are no clues in the distant past that will bolster your argument today. I'm afraid to say, Prosecutor Sergei, that you would appear to be possessed by the spirit of your late homicidal father.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. You can't just say that.
I would
Jesus
agree.
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Now, as I stated earlier, this court has already reached a conclusion with respect to the matter at hand. Inspector Gregson was murdered by Japanese Supreme Court Judge Seishiro Jigoku. As for any hidden circumstances that may exist, they'll be investigated in due course by the proper authorities.
Objection.
But we all know what will happen. That'll just give the mastermind of this whole venture time to cover his tracks again.
By which you mean me.
If the boot fits.
The boot does fit, but I won't have it. Your punishment for this contemptible behavior will be decided at a later date. As for you, Prosecutor Sergei, you'll be remanded following these proceedings. Willingly, I trust, since you gave your word.
I'm very good at anime grunts.
This futile game of revenge is over, young Master Asogi.
Got another chance to do one.
Good
Very
lord.
nice.
Rip.
Oh dear. Oh.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Hey! It's the twig.
Mr. Sholmes?
Yay!
I'm rather afraid the day needed saving, my boy. This is no place for amateur detection, Mr. Would you like Shikoku back now, Alex?
we're just tossing
Shikoku,
around.
strong heart.
May I remind you that these proceedings are closed to the general public. You will leave the courtroom at once.
Objection!
Mr. Sholmes was instrumental in the apprehension of Seishiro Jigoku before he fled from Europe. The court should hear what he has to say.
Lord Mount Strongheart. It's imperative that you refrain from bringing this trial to an end at this stage.
You insufferable little twink. Is it really? And why would that be?
You'd only recall your own words from the opening of the trial to answer that question. If I may. I'll stop at nothing to uncover the whole truth behind these disturbing findings. Surely it can't be. The shock of being accused of being the Reaper yourself has erased that from your memory. Can it?
The whole truth, sir, has already been uncovered.
But you yourself just admitted it hadn't been. You yourself. It would seem that we have a great many important members of the judiciary here present here today.
Oh no.
I put it to you, my
what
dear
is that?
fellows. Should the trial end at this juncture? After all, why have you been invited to attend? To nod along to the prevarications of your superiors?
Ooh, murmurs.
Order! Order in court!
Seems to me that we stand before a door that leads to a new era of legal practices. A door that is ajar. That has emerged from the shadows of the Reaper's decade-long ascendancy.
I've never
For
met a
you
door
and you
like that.
alone, my dear fellows, have the power to push this door open now.
The auditors in the gallery have no rights to express an opinion on court proceedings. Silence!
Riot, riot, riot.
The judge has absolute authority here.
Will that really do?
I
sense
sense
all things appearing behind the
behind the scenes.
Stop.
Darkness indeed.
Is there a single person there? What the fuck is going on?
What? What?
The trial should go on. Summon the witness. That's right.
We need to clear up the...
young Japanese fellows who have got to. Oh, animation. My lord, you assured those present that you would uncover the whole truth here. Vindicate yourself with this outlandish accusation. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's the very foundation of British law.
A toast to my dependable colleagues in the gallery.
Oh, you can hear it. You can hear them.
Unread the trial. On with the trial. Testify, 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 testify.
Well, you can hear them.
This is some
Right,
fucking
right.
anime shit.
That's so anime.
Well, my lord. You hear the voice of British justice, I take it. I think you'll find it will be rather awkward to silence.
The court will recess briefly.
Ah,
It's in a row.
I have no intention of shrinking from these allegations.
the fuck you do.
Bailiff, arrange for the subpoena of the witness at once. As soon as the gentleman arrives at the courthouse, we shall reconvene.
He's literally right outside the door.
I brought him with me.
Ayo.
No recess won't be necessary, Mr. My Lord. Mrs. My Lord.
Mrs.
My Lord.
Pardon.
Mikotober is a close... Oh, wrong voice. La. Mikotober is a close friend of mine. He accompanied me today and is waiting in the antechamber as we speak.
Oh my goodness, you two are joined at the hip.
Yeah, there's no running.
I do believe he's been enjoying a little trip down memory lane, in fact. Listen, you were at court, right?
What?
No.
What? Professor Mikotober is here? In the courthouse?
Mr. Sholmes, you... You didn't know this would happen, did you?
My dear fellow, no one is in a better position to answer than you. Sure, that question than you, surely.
I wasn't just asking for the fun of it, you know.
Madam. Well, I must thank you for your assistance in this matter, Mr. Sholmes.
He says through
Rimming.
gritted teeth.
Brimming with
However,
hatred.
you are of no further use here. Kindly leave the courtroom at once. You insufferable twink.
But of course, in truth, I find myself rather busy now as a result of these developments. Mr. Naruhodo,
Ah, yes?
I trust you have Iris's little lucky charm with you.
Who wants to listen in?
Absolutely. It's still in my pocket.
She sends her regards, and a reminder. If you find yourself at a dead end, the ears are at your disposal. I hate this man because I love him so much. If you find... Oh, just one tug, if you please.
Oh, of course.
In that case, the trial will continue without delay. Bailiff, show the witness to the stand. And while you're at it, obliterate that twink.
So it's Lord
Yes, sir.
Strongheart. He's the Reaper of the Bailey. Where exactly is this trial going to take me, I wonder? Just how deep am I about to be plunged into the blackness of the abyss? Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to head into the heart of this maelstrom, staring at the camera, and confront whatever horrors it tries to drown me under. Hey.
Oh
To be
my
continued.
goodness.
Ayo, ayo.
job, team.
Oh. Bit sad we
Right.
couldn't get to the end, but
Right at the very end. Oh no.
we couldn't.
It's
We got
okay.
it as far as we could. All things
Yeah,
considered.
Yeah, I mean,
we've done very, very well.
Indeed. Indeed. Oh, man. Yeah.
That was a roller
We're
coaster.
nearly there.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I think that's the last save point, presumably.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, how can I leave? Excuse me.
Wow, that is
excuse
quite
me.
the lineup.
Oh
Excuse
shit, we
me.
got a gallery. Fuck
Excuse
yeah.
me. Excuse me. Okay.
we got there eventually.
Yeah, so when we come back, we'll hear Mikitova's testimony along with, I guess, Maria Corey's testimony.
And proof once and for all. Well,
Just get to the bottom of what happened. Well,
wow.
Hmm.
well.
Wow.
Well, Ash, you shall be missed from our little
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
They'll always like be with you in spirit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will aggressively find ways to hang out with everyone.
Yeah. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I mean, there's not much of Great Ace Attorney left anyway.
Yeah.
Feels like we know kind of who did who. It feels like we know who's responsible.
Two.
Who done it?
We've definitely figured out who did
Who
who.
did the whodunit?
Well, we know who killed Gregson for sure. Yeah. So there's not long left in the Great Ace Attorney anyway.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Can't
gonna
believe
miss all of
this.
these characters.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
They've been wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for your Sholmeses, your judges, and also the guy who also turned out to be a judge.
Oh
Yeah.
man, we're gonna have to have voice her shows next week.
I think Aaron and I maybe have a plan for that.
Potentially. But yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Strongheart will still be presiding, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. But
Um,
Alex has got a strong heart down pat, so
Merci.
Very nice.
a better strong heart, may I say?
No.
Oh dear.
I think so.
Absolutely not.
Well, thank you for coming along.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
Everybody,
Has.
so much fun.
Since the original Ace Attorney trilogy as well. Although I'm sure you will be back.
I am sure I will be back, and if I ever find myself at a loss at 4 a.m,
You know what to do. You know what to do.
know where I will be.
I mean, I think if you're gone, what, a year? We might be on case 5 of Edgeworth by now.
Yeah, I was going to say, we go through these very, very slowly.
I mean, you might get a bit more done if I'm not here, but
Oh, I don't know.
oh, it's been an absolute pleasure. I shall miss doing this with you all very much.
I mean, thank you to... Oh, just to get sloppy for a moment, since we're doing it anyway. Like, thanks for coming along to the rest of you as well.
Oh no, it's
It's a very silly thing to do with your Monday evening, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
I
It's
love
tradition.
And it's so much fun, and I'm so glad to be along. I know I'm a relative newcomer, so thank you.
Has been doing it 2
Relative
years.
newcomer,
Relative
you've been doing it
I say relative.
Probably this just sprang from me and Aaron getting bored during the pandemic.
literally like 1 month into lockdown. Oh god, I'm so
Yeah, we were like,
bored.
God damn it.
I'm very glad we did.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me,
Um,
thank you both. Thank you, everyone.
thank you,
It's
everyone.
a lovely
Yes.
time.
When we come back, we might finish. Maybe. I don't know. It depends
Maybe.
how much bullshit there
Questionable.
is.
With any luck.
It'll be this stream or the next, I think.
Hopefully, I will be in less pain, so I'll be fine.
Hopefully.
That
Yes.
would be a plus, wouldn't it?
That would be a plus.
And then it's on to Edgeworth, where we'll have to think about who's voicing who.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, I think we've got some of the voices down already. Like Alex is Edgeworth. Tony, I think. Were you Gumshoe, Tony? Can't remember. And
Which one
I
about
think
me?
I
Ripley, you were
don't know who
Francisca.
else is in it.
It was Francisco.
And I think Tony was Gumshoe.
Let's say
It's been
this
so
is
long
Gumshoe.
since we
Yes,
did
yes.
the original trilogy. Is there anyone else from the trilogy who shows up?
Gumshoe, I know that.
Hmm.
I hope there's
Well-
no. Sorry.
Hmm. I'm sure we'll assign the new ones as we go
Oh,
along then.
I think Meeseeks?
Who?
Meekins.
Oh, Mike
The
Meek.
police officer guy, yeah.
I forgot. Oh yeah, and Wendy Oldbag. Everyone's got that.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot about that. Shit.
Forgot about Wendy Oldbag. Oh my goodness.
Kill me.
Oh god. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, lots to look forward to.
Lots to look forward to.
Yeah.
No Phoenix, right? I'm sorry to
No,
say.
no Phoenix.
Thank God for that.
Phoenix was doing other shit.
He's
He's
busy.
busy.
He bothered to go see his fucking boyfriend.
He's busy being like depressed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgetting how to be an attorney.
And then Apollo Justice comes out in January,
Does.
which I'm
So-
very excited about.
But don't worry, because we won't get to that for another year and a half, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like
Well,
we
I
get
think-
through Apollo Justice, which is amazing, and then there's the next 2 games which I've never played. I mean, I played a bit of it.
I've
When I was
never
very
played
COVID.
Edgeworth Investigations, and I've only seen like 5 minutes of the Miles as a Robot series.
Sorry.
There's a series. I can't remember who it's by. This is really going to annoy me. But it's by a creator who did some comic dubs and stuff. And Jello Apocalypse. There we go. He did the So This Is Basically series.
Ah, yes.
And they did a playthrough of Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Hmm.
And they also did Miles is on Fire, which I think is Ace Attorney Investigations.
Yes, there you go. Probably case 5 specifically of Ace Attorney Investigation. Ah, well, yes, got all that to look forward to. I think if it wasn't for the remaster of Apollo Justice, might have gone on to that next. I don't know, but it makes more sense to wait for the HD version to come out
Yeah.
and then play that. Yeah, and then there's also Investigations number 2. Yes, which there is also a HD version of now. Just in time.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, yes, alright. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you, Ash, very much for everything.
Yeah. Have a good time in
Me.
Australia.
Safe travels.
Enjoy
Yes.
and best of luck, and we will see you again so very soon.
We shall.
Yes.
We shall.
No
Have a
doubt.
soundboard for the occasion? Not really.
Wow.
There you go.
Didn't even get the round of applause, honestly.
Alright, yeah, sorry. That would be fitting, actually, wouldn't it?
God, the fucking clavier send off.
I haven't even played a game with clavier in it, thanks.
He's
Right.
good.
Incredible.
Yeah. He's fun.
Right. Have a lovely time next week. Thank you all for endless Mondays of joy. It has been wonderful. And I'll see you all soon.
Yeah.
And Rip, I hope you feel better very, very soon.
Thank you.
And
And
I love you all.
We'll see you in like. There you go. Yes, perfect. See you in Discord, like RP land as well, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be around. Annoying as ever.
This theme not here, really.
Who's?
Herlock Sholmes. It's not in here.
What?
You got Iris's theme.
Is the thingy not in there? Is it not the Dance of Deduction thing?
No,
Oh. What a waste.
I can't send you off with Sholmes' theme, but that's fine.
That's fine. That's okay.
Is it though? Is it?
No, I'm very sad.
There you go. You can have someone playing with a violin to send you off. Sholmes' violin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Night.
Good night, my beloveds. Good night.
Bye,
Good
all.
night. Good luck, and we will see you very soon.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Love you lots.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you all.